What were you
I
gonna
forgot to
say?
I forgot to close the door and get my drink. All right.
Okay, that's fine. Go
Hey
ahead. Go
everybody,
ahead, do it.
welcome in.
Hey, everybody. We are so glad to see you. Just getting going tonight. DJ Night 2024. Hello. I think DJ was it. I think you first came into some of our live streams when we were in the parks last time. So welcome in. It's good to see you. Mandy Adams, thank you so much for being here, hon. You're always here. Brian, welcome in. Hope you're doing okay. Appreciate you. Let's see, Francisco, good to see you. Hey, everyone. Let me highlight a couple of these comments as I go through. Let's see, and then Mandy, Brian. Let's see here. Who else do we have in the chat? Katie Mack, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Francisco, it's so good to see you. And I've kind of missed you. So it's really good to see you tonight. Pam, hey dear. Hope you're doing okay. Maybe we can lift your spirits a little bit. Sometimes, we have kind of a rough day, and it's just good to get together and talk about something. Talk about some Disney. Hey Russ, hello. Hello. Tina, hi. Good to see you. Tina McNeil is in the chat. Congratulations are in order. While I'm thinking about it, I've got it. Katie, I've got it. But I wanted to say, Katie Mack, oh my gracious girlfriend, has she and her husband completed one of the challenges. Let's see, hang on, you guys. Let me pull up my notes. One of the challenges at Run Disney, I think was it the Goofy Challenge? Good grief! Wow, and I have pictures, y'all. She sent me pictures. The Run Disney Dopey Challenge, just recently. So if that is, I am so impressed. Oh my gosh, she's got all the medals. So I'm terribly, terribly impressed. Katie, congratulations on that. Mikey, hey, Jillian is in the chat. Let's see who else is in. I think that's it. Unless somebody snuck in, but thanks so much for being here, y'all. We appreciate you. Oh yeah, the Dopey Challenge. Oh wow. And Katie, I had for some reason I just saw your email on that. So that's the reason I answered you
There you go.
today. I don't know why, but somehow I just missed it. But wow. So we've got pictures. William, Russ, I hope you're doing okay too.
No.
I know that y'all, Dane the turkey legster has just come in from a trip, and so I'm thinking that Dane might be snoozing right now. He'll probably
Yeah.
catch us on team replay, but but at any
Hey,
rate.
welcome in, Joseph.
Oh, hey Joseph. Yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. William, how has your week gone so far?
Good. Very, very busy, but it's kind of well so far. Already got taxes done, so that's good.
Hey,
Get that one in the book.
Well, no kidding. Get that money back.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Don't let the government keep it any longer than necessary.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I already got it done and everything. So it's funny. Jillian had posted about getting a tax return, or also known as Disney money.
Right. AKA.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, that is good. And I today also I have done several things today. I attended a political event. We have a friend of ours has been a friend for I guess 40 years who is running for state representative in our area. So I attended a political event for him. Was able to have lunch with another friend, from for years that I hadn't got to spend any time with. So it's been a good day. And William, those Natty Harding Bisons from this year Williams' alma mater,
Oh, that's
guys, the
right.
40th
Yeah,
anniversary.
they were at they
Uh,
went to visit the governor.
they did,
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty
yeah,
cool.
they did, and so that's really exciting. I
Yeah, in
just
Arkansas, that
am
is. Yeah,
am so excited about that. I think it's great, and we ordered some championship gear, so we got gear coming.
yeah,
Got gear. Took us a little while to get there, but we've got gear coming. So
yeah.
I'm sure we will show y'all some of that when we get it. We're excited about that. And yeah, they did. They went to see the governor,
And thanks for
and
that, Mom. By the way,
yeah.
Mom
Oh,
and
you're
Dad.
welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure. Um, okay, let's jump right into this day in Disney history. Y'all, we're going to talk about um, some just updates. There's a lot of news, a lot of things going on. We have not really talked a whole lot about Festival of the Arts. I wanted to at least touch on that because
Yeah.
that festival it's one of their shortest festivals, unfortunately. I
Well,
think
I was going to say they
because
shortened it. Is the other
they
thing.
did,
Yeah,
they did,
it's not running as
and
long this year. By I
yes,
think I
I
don't know how many
absolutely
weeks, but
love
yeah,
it. So I thought we'd talk about that, and we also have some really exciting, more specific news from Universal on Epic Universe, their
yeah. I
fourth
mean
park. So
it
yeah,
sounds pretty sweet.
yeah, yeah, it does. So we've got all those details. Let me go ahead, guys, and just run through this day in Disney history right quick. Um, and then we'll jump right into that. Several things, good stuff happened. A lot of good stuff happened today in Disney history. 1859, Elias Disney, the father of Walt Disney, is born to Keppel Disney II and Mary Richardson in
Mm-hmm.
Blue Vale, Ontario, Canada. While still in his teens, Elias moved with his family to the United States and eventually settled in Ellis, Kansas. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, y'all. As an adult, he found employment as a construction worker for the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, which is really interesting, a likely source of inspiration for his son Walt many years later. As a general contractor, he opened his first contracting office in 1895. Elias is honored with a Main Street window at Disney World's Magic Kingdom that reads Elias Disney, contractor, established 1895.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. That would be Walt's father, and I thought that his dad's name Keppel was really interesting.
It
That's
is.
Kepple, Keppel. I've never heard
Yeah.
that name before, so that's interesting. And he was the second, so there was another Keppel before him. 1911, the 40th U.S.
Welcome in.
President Ronald Reagan is born in Tampico, Illinois. Besides being immortalized in Walt Disney World's Hall of Presidents attraction, Reagan, who at the time was an actor, took part in Disneyland's opening day television broadcast in July 1955. Ronald Reagan was a huge Disney fan.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of maintained a friendship, I think, with Walt Disney. And when he became governor of California in 1966, one of the things that he did was to promote, through correspondence with the Postmaster General of the United States, the creation of a commemorative Walt Disney stamp. So that would be cool. I did not find a picture of it, but maybe I can find it and post it on Instagram later. As president, he visited the American Adventure at Epcot in March of 83
Mm-hmm.
and again in May of 85 for his second inauguration.
Cool.
So,
Welcome in
so he
ATJH
was.
Travels, and
Oh, hey guys.
also Mike says Festival of the Arts is actually longer this year than last year. I see, and that's.
Really, Mike?
I was going to
Wow.
say
Gosh.
I thought. I don't know. That's what happens whenever you you go by
Wow. It's
hearsay.
one of the shortest
Hearsay.
for this
I was
year.
going to say, yeah. I thought they had shortened it
Yeah.
by like 2 or 3 weeks,
hmm
but that's what you get whenever you just read headlines and instead of
Well,
delving
yeah, no,
into it. But
it's
yeah,
still one
that's
of the
good to know,
shortest
Mike.
for this year,
Yeah.
but dadgum, Mike, what if if we blinked
Uh,
last year, then that
yeah.
we would have missed it. And I really hate that too because Festival of the
Yeah.
Arts is at the top of my list for one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It really is. I really enjoy it.
Let's see.
Uh,
But let's see. Russ says, "Are you are you a Yeti girl?" LOL. So funny, funny story about this. Yeah. So Jillian got me this specific Yeti, which kind of hard to actually tell the actual
not a
color.
Yeti girl. That's a
It's red.
Stanley girl.
And
That's a
so
Stanley girl.
um, but yeah. So Jillian got me this Yeti for Christmas. Um, hey, welcome in,
Yeah, I love the color.
Michael. Um, but
Oh,
I
okay.
have so my friend Clay got me a Yeti a long time ago as a
Hey,
groomsman's gift,
Michael.
and then I'm trying to think. Jillian got me another one that's black and has I think says like Daddy etched on it. It's a Father's Day gift. And then
Nice.
outside of that,
Yeah.
really, I did I had a lot of those Tervis tumblers.
Yeah.
It's funny, whenever when we did the whole wedding registry thing, I threw some Tervis tumblers on there. People actually bought some
Mhm.
of them, so I
Yeah.
really appreciated it. And I've been drinking out of them
Yeah.
for years now. And so,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
alrighty, but anyway, let's see. All
Mhm.
right,
Yeah, I love Festival of the Arts. I
yeah,
wish it was a little bit longer. Food and wine is probably at the bottom of my list.
okay, there you go.
I
Mike says
like
last
Festival of
year
the
was
Arts.
January 13th through February 13th. This year is
Okay.
January 12th through February 19th. Okay,
Hmm.
there we go.
Hmm.
All
So still, wow. Yeah.
right.
Flo, hey, welcome in. Thanks for being
Interesting.
here. Yeah, I like Flower and Garden,
Ah,
Festival
okay,
of the
there you
Arts,
go.
and Festival of the Holidays.
Yeah,
So,
Mikey got me straightened out here. He says Flower and Garden Festivals actually what is shorter this year. Okay, so I probably just
mhm.
got the headlines mixed up.
Yeah, it is short.
Yeah,
It's still
welcome in, Flo.
it's still pretty short by comparison, to the others. It is one of the shortest this year. So, um, don't blink. And if you wanna go to a festival of the arts, it only runs until February the 19th. So the clock is ticking. Uh, January 12th to February the 19th were the dates this year for Festival of the Arts, and I
Mm,
love it. I really do love it. I had a
yeah,
fantastic time. I've got a few pictures to share at the end here at Festival of the Arts. The food was wonderful. What I had, it's just always good. And so, at any rate, we'll finish up. Let me finish. Let me go back to the state Disney history and finish that up. Um, let's see, 1914. Voice actor, singer, and Disney legend Thurl Ravenscroft is born in Norfolk, Nebraska. He's the voice behind many of Disney's animated characters, such as Kirby, the Brave Little Toaster, the Knight in
cool.
the Sword in the Stone, and I did not realize that he's the Knight. His
Oh, wow.
voice is very recognizable, though, so I'm
Yeah.
sure I mean, when you're hearing
Oh yeah,
Thurl
100%.
Ravenscroft.
And okay.
Let's see.
Well, thank you
The
so much
captain.
for that super sticker. That's so kind of you.
Oh,
We really
Flo.
appreciate that.
How sweet of you. How kind. Thank you so much. That is very sweet of you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Not necessary, but very sweet.
Uh,
Thank you so
yes,
much.
definitely appreciate it
Let's
for
see.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah, very much. So let's see. Getting back to the line here.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
He was
Thor Ravenscroft.
the knight in The Sword in the Stone, the captain in 101 Dalmatians, and Billy Bass in The Aristocats. So he has, I mean, I realized that he, had several connections to Disney. As the member of the vocal group, the Mellow Men, Ravenscroft's singing voice can be heard on countless Disney television shows, films, records, theme park attractions, the Haunted Mansion, and Country Bear Jamboree. Thank you very much. He also took part in Disneyland's opening day in 1955 as an announcer for many of the events. Um, you may recognize Ravencroft's deep, booming vocals on "You're a Mean One, Mr.
Yep.
Grinch" from the TV
That's
special.
that's
Yeah.
the one I most associate him with. Is
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you're a mean one, Mr.
Definitely
Grinch.
so.
Says in 1995, Ravenscroft was honored as a Disney legend.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was something else. And of course he is one of the main vocalists of the Phantom Five in
Mm,
the graveyard scene in the Haunted
mm,
Mansion. So yeah, it's just an amazing, amazing voice.
yeah.
Really. And if I'm not mistaken, was it I think it was Thurl Ravenscroft who was not credited for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I
Really?
think I'm wrong on that. Yeah.
I thought the credits mentioned his name because I've always thought it was super unique.
I think it was Ravenscroft. I think it was he
Mm,
that they did not. There was some. I'm trying to think here.
mm,
I'm trying to think here. Some main contributor was not credited
yeah.
for some reason in
Okay.
in the cartoon version. Um, 1943, Disney's Saludos Amigos, a 42-minute film set in Latin America, is generally released in the U.S., made up of 4 animated segments tied together by live action footage of the activities of Walt Disney and his artists on their trip to South America. The film features Donald Duck, Goofy, and Jose Carioca. The work is a result of Disney's Goodwill tour to South America to drum up support for America and the Allies in World War II. And a huge, so much of that animation, of course, was done by Mary Blair. She was part of that company that went at the request of our government to improve our relations with Latin America, and which they were successful. You know, uh, they did not side with the enemy after that tour. 2004, Walt Disney Pictures releases Miracle. I know this is a big one for you,
Mm.
William, starring Kurt Russell,
Oh yeah.
to theaters. The film centers on the United States men's hockey team, led by head coach Herb Brooks, played by Russell, that won the gold medal in the 1980 Winter Olympics. So that's a big one. That's yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really bad. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. Yeah.
The pregame speech is just phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start off with great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have
Mhm.
tonight here, boys. That's what you've
Yeah.
earned tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9, but not this game. Not tonight. And I won't do the whole thing, but it's so good.
It's
It's
incredible.
so good.
Yeah.
Fire
It
that
really
thing up
is.
every July 4th. Every 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 holiday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's such a great
It's
movie.
excellent. And the
Yeah.
fact that, that he plays Herb Brooks is just,
Hmm.
I just it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
It truly is. If you can come out of that movie without standing a little bit
Yeah.
taller, as an American citizen, then I don't know what to think about you, because it's fantastic. That win, it's historic. I mean,
Yeah.
it will forever be, etched in our minds. It was a David and Goliath match between us and Russia,
Yeah.
and these kids, uh, these no-name kids, basically,
Yeah.
slayed Goliath. So
Yeah.
it was
It,
quite
yeah.
amazing. Yeah,
The
Tina,
scene where
with good reason.
the
Yeah.
scene where they get beat and he skates them and just skates them. Just keeps them having skating
Oh
up and
gosh,
down the ice.
that's tough. Yeah.
And they're
Yep.
the guys are getting sick and stuff, and then you know he just asks them, who do you play for, you know
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, finally one of them, it hits them.
Figures it out.
I play for Team USA. you know,
Yeah.
it's not about the
Yeah.
college rivalries anymore. I'm
That's right.
representing my country,
That's
and
right.
so anyway, it's
Yeah.
really very impactful scene. Yeah, there's Tina. Love how they portrayed them becoming a team. Who do you play for? Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely,
such a great
Tina.
movie.
Yeah, golly, it really is. It's worth your time if you have not seen it. It's Miracle. It's on
Hmm.
Disney Plus. Is that right, William? I think
Oh, good question. I
I
have it
want to
on
say.
DVD, so
Yeah, I
uh,
want to say I've watched it. I think we have it on
yeah,
DVD as well.
yeah.
I think we've. Well, it's on Netflix or one of them, guys. So
Yeah.
definitely look it up because it's
Looks, yes, looks to be so.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it
So
is.
yeah,
Two
it's
hours,
just
17 minutes,
amazing.
PG.
There you go. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's get into the slideshow, uh, y'all, and we are going to let's see.
Thanks, Russ.
Fix this page from
Yeah,
the Lions coach about. Well,
my
it's true.
kneecap. Yeah,
That's,
I'm a
that's
big fan.
true.
I am a big fan of Dan Campbell, though. He is the if you were to look up football coach in the dictionary, Dan Campbell's picture's there.
It
And
probably
so
come up. Yeah.
yeah, he's great. The Lions have a good one. He's a great leader of men. And
Oh,
so
that's funny, Tina. That's how Tina convinced Chuck to subscribe to Disney Plus because Miracles on Disney Plus.
no, and I feel like maybe that's something we need to talk about at some point because there are some good sports movies on Disney Plus
Oh yeah.
between
Hmm.
you got Remember the Titans,
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks,
Lots.
that's what Invincible I want to say, with Mark
Yeah. All
Wahlberg.
good ones. Yeah.
So yeah, there's some quality sports
Oh,
movies on
Mr.
Disney
Gemma,
Plus.
hey.
Welcome in,
Welcome
Mr. Jubal.
in. Thank you for being here. Um, yeah. Wait, gosh, that's such a great one. I mean, um, so if you're thinking, what movie could we watch? Friday night or whatever night, and you're kicked back in the recliner,
Yeah,
watch
Airbud.
Miracle.
Yeah, there you go, Mike.
Watch Miracle. Absolutely. Okay, let's fire up let's get started with the slideshow now. Now, y'all, um, we are kind of we're going to go ahead because we have to. We're going to start off on a bit of a
Oh,
sad note tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, William. I should have warned you.
No, yeah. Oh,
Uh,
Flo, thank you again.
oh,
My goodness. I didn't have to do that,
you're so
Flo. Well,
sweet.
thank you.
Aw, thank you. Thank you for that super sticker. You're so sweet.
But
So sweet.
but
That's
yes,
very kind of you.
we lost a legend. Um,
We did.
and
We did.
it really bums me out. But and it's one of those situations where this is an individual I really would have loved to have met. Uh,
Me too.
and Carl Weathers, just absolute legend, icon. You know,
Oh yeah.
um,
Yeah.
uh, just you think about the Rocky movies. There are
Randy, welcome in.
welcome in, Randy. Um, but you think about Rocky, and
Mhm.
really him being one of those first individuals to make the jump from the professional
Right. To
from
sports. Yeah. Because
professional
he started
sports
out.
to acting.
See, I remember him, William, when he
Yeah,
played for
the
the
Raiders.
Raiders. He was he, Carl Weathers just a flamboyant individual at whatever he did, I think, and the comments that John Favreau and Dave Filoni made, and several, of course, of his Mandalorian cast and crewmates, all so complimentary, and how that it was just going to
Yeah,
leave a huge hole. But
glad you're here,
Carl
DJ.
Weathers just had a commanding a presence
Yeah,
about him. I think he seemed to be that type person, and Dave Filoni, said as much.
yeah,
This is a young picture, of course, of Carl, and his his portrayal of Apollo Creed in the
Yeah.
Rocky movies was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just, absolutely. Hey, Joseph, welcome in. Just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Um, he just really, and then, we've always been such huge fans of his, William, and then to
Yeah.
see him come into the Star Wars
You know,
family
and
as,
I was
as
so
Greef
excited about
Karga.
that. Yeah. And I told you, like, a lot of people jumped on the Mandalorian bandwagon, but I was on it from the start.
Oh yeah,
I watched that, the panel that they did, I think it's Star Wars Celebration, I believe it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
And I
Oh
just
yeah,
said, I think this is going to be really good.
yeah.
Um, you know, I, I said, Apollo Creed's in it. I think it's what I told you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like,
All
Carl
right.
Weathers.
How can
And
you go
so,
wrong?
yeah, I was like, I think this is going to be a really good show. And
How
sure
can you
enough,
go wrong with a guy who wears an Uncle Sam top hat and red, white, and blue silk,
yeah, yeah.
shorts? I mean, oh my gosh.
I've got a Grief Karga Funko Pop up here that's been, on my
Oh,
on my
fun, yeah.
desk for
Uh,
probably years at this point.
yeah.
They're
Yeah, you can go
primarily,
to I've got a couple of pictures of him, William,
yeah.
if you want to go
Oh yeah,
to.
let me jump ahead, but
But this
but
one,
yeah,
this is really I'll tell you, this one was unexpected too.
yeah,
Carl was 76 years old, but he was so. I mean, to me, he didn't look a day over 50,
yeah,
and and so I guess this was just unexpected.
yeah,
He worked out the majority of his life. It was obvious that he was still in shape even at age 76,
yeah,
and I just very much admired this man for many many years.
yeah,
So this is a picture of magistrate, high magistrate, high magistrate,
yeah,
uh, Grief and Mando. Of course, they became friends. Towards it was especially in this last
yeah,
season. But um, of him, Dave Filoni said he was the best. I don't know how to describe it. Just the fact that I got to meet him, to
yeah,
know him. He was one of the first people I directed, and he's such an exceptional director. He is great on and off camera.
yeah,
John and I were thrilled with what he did as Grief Karga, and then as an episode director for us. Just the
yeah,
energy, the power that he carried in his stature, in his voice.
yeah,
I mean, it's rough. I mean, they were really having a hard time with this one.
yeah,
I had a hard time with this one. I'll be honest with
yeah.
you, because
I
we
go
go
ahead.
ahead, William.
No, you go ahead.
Well, and then John Favreau said called him a hero from my childhood, which is
Mhm.
probably, you know, um, but yeah, he just, and I'm like you, Tina. I loved his voice.
Yeah,
He was just, and by all accounts, y'all, he was such a gentleman. He
yeah,
was just an impressive person. He
yeah,
really was, on a lot of counts. And I have just really struggled with this. I hate that he passed away. I
yeah,
hate this. Um, was so enjoying, it's like William, you said, we need Grandpa Grief in the new
yeah,
The Mandalorian, movie.
yeah.
But at any rate,
Um, I wanted to mention this. Adam Sandler. There have been plenty of people that have come out, and kind of made statements about,
mhm,
his passing. But I thought this one was really good. He's a wrestler, but that goes by the name of Xavier Woods. He's also known as
mhm.
Austin Creed, and like the
Oh, hey,
video game
Jonathan.
community. But his name's Xavier Woods. He's part of the New Day in WWE. But he tweeted, and and it's funny because I can remember this because I watched TNA back then.
Right.
Austin Creed came, like he was Austin, or Consequences Creed is what he called himself in TNA,
Oh, okay.
and he wore the red, white, and blue trunks to
Oh,
honor.
fun.
And so he tweeted out, he said, "When I started wrestling in 2004, I had no idea who I wanted to be. It wasn't very long
Oh,
before my favorite character, Apollo Creed, became my inspiration. For the past 20 years,
oh,
I've drawn on Carl Weathers for that inspiration, and I just wanted to say thank you. Rest well, hashtag RIP." And he's
yeah,
got some
yeah.
pictures of the gear that he wore back then. But um,
Mm.
yeah, I just just incredible individual.
Yeah, he
You know,
was exceptional,
very very
exceptional.
very talented. If he's not a Disney legend already, which I had checked on that yet, but if he's not one already, he will be one.
He
um,
will, he
and
will, and
Grief
rightfully so.
Grief Karga, Toy Story
Yeah.
4, he's Combat Carl. Um, obviously,
Yes, and Toy
uh,
Story, y'all remember Combat Carl? Oh my gosh, how fantastic is that?
uh,
He was Combat Carl. I found
I
a lot of, there were so many
yeah,
tributes to him and the people who worked with him. I thought Sylvester
hey
Stallone has
Jonathan.
to just be sick, just sick,
Uh-huh.
just really hurt over his death. They were very close. I found a lot of pictures of them. But anybody probably who's worked with this man, um, Carl Weathers, Dave Filoni and John Favreau both said that um, he was a motivator.
Yeah,
He was very
basically.
charismatic. He was a motivator. He just by walking into
Yeah,
the room, he made you want to do a little better.
yeah.
Um,
And his
so
presence even comes across that way on screen as well.
it
Uh,
does absolutely commanding
yeah.
performances. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also, it's a funny movie, but I loved him and Happy Gilmore as Chubbs. And I mean, he could do everything. He could do
It
comedy,
could.
he could do
It could.
serious.
It could.
He was in Predator, Rocky, Happy Gilmore,
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
yeah. He was in
Um,
Predator. See, I had forgotten about Predator.
yeah,
I need to go back and
did a lot of voice
sometime
acting too.
he did. He did.
Hmm.
I need to go back and watch Predator again. I haven't watched it in a long time. I need to watch that movie again. Um, anyway, y'all, we're just, William and I, of course, have, on the channel have been such fans of The Mandalorian since
Yeah,
before it even aired. Um, and we have on our channel reviews of
yeah,
every episode of The Mandalorian. And all through that, we talk about how much we love Carl Weathers, that
yeah,
he came on as Grief Karga, and what an awesome job, what a fantastic job he did, with that character.
yeah.
And every time he was on screen, I enjoyed seeing him. So we will miss him. I'll tell you, this is just a tough one because we're
Yeah.
just such fans,
So
Um,
there's a meme that floats around on the internet, and this is Carl Weathers'
oh,
arm and Arnold Schwarzenegger's arm in a scene in a Predator.
wow.
And so,
Wow.
I mean,
Check
Arnold's
it
jacked
out.
there, but you see Carl Weathers' arm too, and it's also huge. And so this
Yes.
one, like I said, this one has floated around as a meme on the internet for a long time. So if you didn't know the origins of that's where this meme came
Oh,
from.
oh, wow. Yeah. Well, and I mean, his
They're just
biceps
huge.
as big as Arnold's.
Yeah,
Wow.
just
Isn't that
huge.
something?
But
Golly.
yeah,
Yeah.
you see names of different conventions that come through town and stuff like that,
Mhm.
like, and you think, oh, I'd really like to meet that person. And
I know.
he was probably, top five for me.
Oh, yeah.
Um, eh,
Absolutely.
yeah, I just the way he carried himself and,
Yeah.
and
Very
just the
impressive
roles
fella.
that he'd done,
Yeah.
I hate that I missed the opportunity there.
Yeah. Well, we will miss him, and
Yeah,
our prayers are with his family. This is,
yeah,
of course, a picture of Carl and
hmm,
the cast from The Mandalorian.
yeah,
So, yeah, we will. I just was stunned. I'll tell you.
hmm,
I thought, what? This can't be. This just can't be right.
yeah,
So I shared this, created this little tribute and put that on our Instagram and Facebook pages. But at any rate, we will certainly miss him.
yeah,
I've been a Carl Weathers fan again since he played for the Raiders. He just um, people just
yeah,
loved him.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Okay, let's see. So Festival of the Arts, guys, runs from January 12th. It will be over February the 19th. It is one of Walt Disney World's shortest this year, if not the shortest. Just a couple of high notes from this while I was there. Uh, excuse me, a couple of weeks ago, saw lots of artwork. Eva got to paint some sections in the mural there, and that's all on our Epcot live stream. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. So sorry. All from our Epcot live stream January the 24th. So you can look that up if you want to check out that live stream. And Russ and I, they have this huge mural, guys. It's on a wall there. Um, and so you go, and it's free. You go, and they hand you, a little container of paint and a paintbrush.
Put it up a little higher.
And this is what the one that we painted, the one that Russ and I painted, and I had that lighter purple color,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what color Russ had. Russ, what color did you get? Was it white? But it's figment. This is so that's what the completed wall would have looked
Neat.
like.
Yeah.
And they gave us this after we contributed. But it was a huge wall, and a lot of people. It was free. You just went and got your paintbrush, and they gave you 5 squares. You could paint 5 squares, and they were numbered, and then there was a number on the lid of your little paint container, and it was just fun. It was just fun. Um, every time Dawn yawns, she owes us $1. Well, yeah, tonight that could get kind of expensive. Uh, yes, he was. He played for the Raiders. Yeah, and I watched
Russ,
it when he
Russ
played for
said
the
you're
Raiders.
holding it up upside down, and he had white, and the canvas was
Was I
white.
holding it upside? Was I holding it? Oh, come on now. Was I holding it upside down? For crying out loud, y'all. Here we go.
There
Here we
you
go.
go.
Yeah, it's figment. Was I holding
Welcome
it
in,
upside
Jerry.
down? I'm so sorry. Yeah, but really cool. Yeah, this is, and they gave you this. It's a little bookmark type thing. So you'd know what the completed picture was supposed to look like, because
Yeah.
it wasn't even close to being done when Russ and I contributed to it. So it would be nice to have that laminated and use it as a bookmark. But
Yeah, good idea.
that Box Ghost Jerry
Welcome in,
has
Jerry.
materialized.
Welcome in, Disney Nerd
Uh,
Herders.
yeah. Oh, hey, y'all, Disney Nerd Herders. Hey, good to see y'all. Um, Nice to see through you tonight, Jerry. And Disney Nerd Herders, thanks for being here, y'all. Appreciate you popping in. Let's see. Okay, so Festival of the Arts. This is a picture that I took while I was there. This is, they always do a nice display. It's for Flower and Garden. It's a lot of
Yeah.
topiaries. This is the display that they did there in front of Spaceship Earth this year for Festival of the Arts. Pretty cool. I tried to take several pictures of it.
Yeah,
And it's just, it's pretty good to see y'all. Good to see y'all.
Speaking of this, I'll let you keep talking. There's something I hadn't shown yet, and since we're talking about ink and paint, or since we're talking about Festival of the Arts, it's a good time to show it. So I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, now just a couple of things from Festival of the Arts, y'all, because we really have not talked about it yet. Let's see. That they handed out the day that I left, which was Monday. I think it was the 26th. They handed out this new annual pass holder magnet. They do this periodically, and you pick this up. They're still handing it out, guys. Probably while supplies last. But this is Hey. Of course, we've never gotten a Moana one, and it's just really, really cute. This is the one that I picked up at Creations Shop. Now, when you go, you can check this out too. I put a kind of a grouping of a picture of the crowds and everything on our Instagram page the day that I picked it up, and it was the first day. The lines were really long, but don't worry about it. If you're going, just get in line, because the cast members are getting people through there really fast. So don't. Oh, good. Yeah, good. Glad, Mike. Yeah, don't forget to get it, because it's really cute. but yeah, cast members are working people through there really fast. So don't hesitate to get in the line and think you're going to be there for an hour, because you're not. Now, you cannot pick up somebody else's magnet for them. The pass holder has to be in line. And so you have to have your ID. They scan your magic band, and then you present your ID, as proof of who you are. So you have to go through, quite a bit to to get a plastic magnet with chicken on it. But it's it's really cute. So just be aware that the lines go really fast. So don't hesitate to get in. Cast members are fantastic. So
Yeah.
cast members rock.
Real quick, as we're talking
Yeah.
about art, I want to do a quick.
Okay.
Wanted to do a quick show and tell. So Jillian got me
Okay.
this game called Walt Disney Animation Studios Animated, a cooperative game by Prospero Hall. So it says work together. So ages 10 plus 10 and up, 2 to 4 players, 20 minutes per player. So this is volume 1. So I assume there are going to be other iterations of this game, but there are featured in this game is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Fantasia, Alice in Wonderland, 101 Dalmatians, and Aladdin. It says work together like the team at the famous Walt Disney Animation Studios to create movie magic. Produce 5 classic Disney films using detailed background art, vibrant paint colors, and lively sound to bring cherished stories to life on screen. But watch out, the infamous villains of your feature films will rush your deadlines and create all the calamity they can. As a team, you'll use the strengths of the animation studio: heart, focus, inspiration, grit, and teamwork to vanquish the villains and finish your film in time. So it's really neat. So you have a studio board, and then you have to essentially recreate the background, and then add it's like transparent cell cards. There, as you can see, you got Alice and Aladdin and Sorcerer Mickey. But anyway, it's a really neat game. It took a minute for us to kind of get in the groove with this game. But whenever we did, it really started moving along well. And it's pretty fun. We had a good time. So
Cool.
I did, let's see, the movie I picked obviously was Aladdin. So again, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Fantasia, Alice in Wonderland, 101 Dalmatians, and Aladdin. And I want to say Jillian did Alice in Wonderland was the one that she picked, I believe. Um, but anyway,
Neat.
it's really neat because certain characters, once you get them added to the game, have certain like abilities and stuff. So like they're like different colored paints that you need to complete your cell, and it's a really neat game. So yeah, it took us a little bit to get the rules all figured out and everything, but once we did, it really started moving quickly. So we had a lot of
Neat.
fun. Plus, two, I think depending on which movie you pick, um, it kind of changes the gameplay a little bit because, like,
Nice.
a genie was one of my tokens that came into play related to magic. Magic's one of the cards that you have in this game, and so obviously genie used magic. Yeah, like Jillian said, like all the Funko Pop games, it's confusing but super fun once you get into it. Um, and so,
That's
anyway, so
cool.
Genie was my little character token that helped out, and then Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So if you play with that one, you get all 7 dwarfs, a token for each. So I don't know what they
Oh,
do because I've not used them in a game
well,
yet.
how cool.
Um,
This
but it's neat,
sounds so cool.
yeah. So pretty cool. But
Yeah.
again, this is Walt Disney Animation Studios animated cooperative game. And the quote
Oh,
on the back says, "Whatever we accomplish belongs to our entire group, a tribute to our combined effort." And that's a quote from Walt Disney. So it's
nice.
pretty neat, but
Yeah.
it's really
Yes.
pretty. And yeah, again, once we got the rules down, it started moving much quicker. And
Right.
we both were able to complete our movie. So you have to get the background, you have to get this character cell cards, and then you have to have paint, for your villain as well. And so I think you have until like I want to say they're like 20. I can't remember what it's called, but you
Well,
basically go
how
from 1 through 20, and once it's 20, I think you hit your deadline and you end up losing. But it's collaborative, so you're trying to help each other out. So like Jillian was able to finish
Oh,
her film.
oh,
Jillian was able to finish her film and then help me finish mine. So it's
oh,
pretty cool.
cool.
It takes
Yeah.
some coordination between each other. Um, let's see. Yeah, Jillian says like you either both win or you both lose. Mikey says
Hey.
WWNT has a gameplay of it.
Mm-hmm.
Jillian said she got it on
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, but they have it at Barnes and Noble too. But yeah, we had a good time. Yeah. So Russ,
That'd be fun.
you're right there. Russ says another fun game is Disney Timeline. You have create a timeline using Disney cards from Disney history. So Jillian showed that on her What's Brewing with the Bones stream. We have Disney Chronology. If we're talking about the same game, Russ, uh, we have Disney Chronology. Basically, um, you like Russ said, you start off with one card. It says, uh, on this day in Disney history. Um, what's one? I'm trying to think of one. Uh, Walt. We'll say Walt created. Walt and his brother created. This Disney company in 1923. Oh, it's on the desk. Is it? I thought we took it to play the other night. No, it's not on the desk anymore. Um, but anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's if you're with a lot of people who love Disney, and like for instance, me and Jillian took it over to play this game with our friends Garrett and Casey. So like you start off with one card, say the Walt Disney Company. You started in 1923. You start off with that card. Um, you know, it asks about Oswald. It asks about everything all the way up to like 2023. So, it's essentially,
Very
essentially
nice.
100 years of the Walt Disney Company. Um, but yeah, it's
Well,
pretty
both of
cool.
them sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
it does get tough because you start to get into things, and like Jillian and I have had it a couple of times where something has come out the same year, like two things have come out the same year, so you have to think like,
Mhm.
okay, around about what time of year did that movie come out?
Right.
And then
Right.
you got to decide, whether it goes before or after in the
Right.
timeline. And I think there's one iteration of where there's like one or two things that are even same month. I don't think we've gone through all the
Mm-hmm.
cards yet, but it's pretty neat.
Nice. So that one's called Disney Chronology.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, cool. I may have to check out that one that y'all just got and see.
yeah. We could
'Cause it
we could maybe play
sounds
it
really fun.
whenever y'all get here later on.
Yeah. Sounds like fun. Oh my goodness, y'all. I don't know why I don't know. When you start yawning, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Okay. We swapping gears here just a little bit. Now from Festival of the Arts. Uh, let's see. Go back one there. I thought I had. Can you go back one, William? Okay, William, step down for just a second. I thought I had. Okay, my slideshow's out of. My slideshow is yeah. The meters is running. Um, but let's see. Okay, I'm a little bit off here, guys. But what I was going to say is we have Festival of the Arts. Um, the food. I really enjoyed the grilled bacon pimento cheese sandwich with fried green tomato at Pop Eats. Y'all check out. It always is a good idea before you go to Walt Disney World to check out. And there are different sites that do it. Disney Food Blog, of course, being a big one, what all the new treats are because Disney always has seasonal treats and holiday treats. They've got a lot, just introduced a lot of their obviously Valentine's Day
Mm.
treats. So check those out because they many times have some really good ones and you can enjoy those while you're in the parks. So by all means, do that.
Yeah.
We, saw lots of artwork. Again, check out our live stream from that day.
There you go. Pop
Uh,
eats.
Excuse me.
Here's your pimento
It's a
cheese
live
sandwich.
stream from January 24th.
Yeah.
So
Russ said, "What would you have done if I hadn't suggested pop eats for lunch?" LOL.
well, now this one was one. Now, Jillian, I don't know where you got yours, but um, see, I got this twice while I was there. The last day that I went to pick up my magnet. I got this again for lunch. I told you I was going to do that, Russ.
Yeah.
But Jillian had a variation of this as well when she was there the last time. But I think y'all, Wave and I have got some ideas for the channel, sort of simmering, and we're gonna try to work on those in the next couple of months. But I think I'm definitely going to try some Disney recipes, and this will be at the top of the list if I can find the fried green tomato. So, or if I can find green tomatoes. But yeah, this was excellent, and it's at Pop
Yeah.
Eats,
Looks
and
yummy.
the price is not too bad. There's also check Instagram for the price on this and the details. I've got that on our Instagram page.
Neat.
But yeah, it was delicious, Russ. It was really, really good, and I enjoyed it.
There you go.
Okay, so next
Did want
there
to show
is.
real quick. Did want to show. I went and got Disney chronology. So here it is. I think
Oh, okay.
I think I showed it too, but Jillian showed it on the her What's Growing with
Okay.
the Bone
Nice.
live stream as well. But yeah, there it is. There's the box. It's got the Disney 100 logo in the middle. It says Disney
Mhm.
chronology or Disney edition chronology, the game where you make Disney history. So ages 10 and up is recommended. 20 minutes. And this is 2+ players.
Nice.
So again, you build your timeline. So you could start off. Here's the example from the back. It says A Bug's Life is released. It is Pixar Studios' second fully computer animated film, obviously with Toy Story being the first,
Mhm.
but November 1998. And so your next card, they might read off to you says Disney Pixar's Cars debuts with Lightning McQueen learning the importance of life's journey. It's like, okay, Cars came out in 2006, so that
Mhm.
would go, on the other
Smart.
side, the right
Right.
side of your 1998 card for A Bug's Life. And then say your next one, it says, just again, this is the example from the back here. But
This really sounds like fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is, especially if you get
Mhm.
some people who really know their stuff together. Um,
Oh yeah.
it's Peter Pan Takes Flight with the latest film animated by Walt Disney's core group of animators dubbed Disney's Nine Old Men, February 1953
Sabrina. Oh, let's see.
for Peter Pan.
Sabrina,
So
welcome in.
it's it's really cool. And then I like the little silhouettes of the characters that they have on the box too, with Mickey and Minnie holding hands there.
Well, that's
You got
and that is not only from what you're describing a good
mhm,
game, it's also a really nice keepsake from the
yeah,
100th anniversary.
yeah,
So
that too. Yeah, Alice,
yeah.
Mickey, Simba, Tiana, Snow White, Stitch,
Mhm.
Tinkerbell, and Woody. And yeah, it's really neat.
Really
So
cool.
we've had a good time playing it so far, and it's one of those things too. Like it says 20 minutes plus, but if
Mhm.
you know your Disney, then you can knock it out quicker.
They're pretty
But
good. Well,
anyway,
sounds like fun.
yeah, it's neat.
Cool.
We'll have to play it when you're in.
Yeah, I definitely will have to drag that out
Welcome in, Sabrina.
and do it for sure. Okay. Just quickly, let's see, at Animal Kingdom, guys, oh my goodness, the cotton top tamarins on Discovery Island have had triplets. And y'all,
That's so
I
cute.
know, I hate it. I hate it. While I was there, they were born while I was there, and I forgot to look.
Hmm.
I forgot to go look because, and they're at Discovery Island. Y'all know where that is. They're really really loud where all the little monkeys are. It's very well themed in there, and they you can spot mom with these little triplets on her back. So
Welcome in, Mark.
it's just really really fun. I love it. These are the cotton top tamarins at Animal Kingdom, so that's exciting. to have the little babies there. If you're going, go over, head over to Discovery Island where the monkeys are, and see if you can spot
Neat.
these
That's
new
fun.
arrivals. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. Let's see what's next. And that was
Right.
what, like I said, I really hated when I realized that,
Yeah.
that I had not gone. Epic Universe, guys. As you know, we have been paying pretty close attention. Jeff and I've been
Uh-huh.
watching or Jeff and I've been watching this because Jeff loves Universal, and
Yeah.
William and I have been watching it pretty closely.
Yep.
They are adding a fourth park
Yep.
at the Universal Studios in
Yeah.
Florida, and they just released the most detailed information that we've got yet
Oh yeah.
about about the park.
Yeah.
So
There's a full promo
um,
video of them kind of doing
yeah,
a computer generated flyover of
yes,
of the
yeah.
different
So you
areas and
can
everything.
yeah you can look it up and get as much
Yeah.
information as you can. But they finally told us specifically what the lands are going to be, and this is a map of the park and where everything is going to be located. You can see the layout there. I am,
Yeah.
I can honestly say I'm most excited about the Ministry of Magic, the Wizarding World of
Hmm.
Harry Potter,
Yeah.
and Nintendo World, Super Nintendo World.
Yeah. Rest says
I'm
definitely not blue sky here. The
no,
wonderful Walter's dad Mark says Donkey Kong ride looks so good. Yeah,
yeah,
the
right,
the technology that they have of jumping over the jumping over the different bridges looks incredible. So
yeah,
very excited about
golly,
that. But the different lands, so you'll enter in through Celestial Park, um, and then it'll be it'll kind of
Mhm.
break out into a hub area where you can enter into the different portals. Some different looks like there's some different fountains that are kind of
Neat,
along the way
yeah.
there. But
Some
you've got a
water.
Super
Yeah, there's some
Nintendo
water.
World, which I'm thrilled about.
Mhm.
I could not be more excited about that.
Yeah.
And also,
My
too, real quick, quick side
Universal
note. There you go.
mug here, guys. My
Yeah,
refillable Universal mug
yeah,
from our last trip.
yeah.
Pretty cool. There's
But
Flutter Ribbit Rocket.
but we're really excited about Super Nintendo World.
Mhm.
Wyatt's he's just gonna freak out.
Yeah,
Uh,
it
he won't
will.
know
It will.
he won't know what to do with himself. But
Yeah.
so you enter in through Celestial Park, on your left, according to this concept art. Um, you've got Super Nintendo World. And then you have
Mhm.
Dark Universe, which is
Mhm.
interesting. It'll be interesting to
Mhm.
see how well this area does because this is
Mhm.
I'm sure that Disney's going to have their kind of fingers on the pulse here and have an eye towards, how successful this dark universe area is because,
Right.
they've mentioned the Blue Sky project of, let's do a dedicated villains land. Now, obviously, Dracula, Wolfman, uh, you know, some of these, horror film characters are uh, are a bit different than Disney villains, but still, um, it'll
Mhm.
be interesting to see how this area does. My buddy Daryl is a huge fan of the Universal monsters, and so he's very excited about this land. Um, and then we've
It's
got
going
the
to be real interesting, I think,
yeah,
William, to
yeah,
see how they do. And Universal, we've talked about this before. There are things that Disney, that Disney is kind of bound by, if you
uh-huh,
will. The nostalgia. There are things
yeah,
that don't apply to Universal.
it's true.
They can go on,
More
at the
flexibility.
horror and whatever they do.
Yeah,
Universal Horror Nights. So they do they
yeah,
actually do have a lot of flexibility really that Disney does not. I
yeah,
think if Disney decided to go too far into this area, I think a lot of fans would have a problem with it.
yeah.
But Epic Universe is a place where they can do this and explore to see, like you said, William, how well that that area of the park does.
Yeah.
Go ahead to the next slide. I've got it split up into into the like a
Oh, okay.
description of each
Yeah.
world.
And then
And
How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, which we'll talk about more
mhm,
in a second. But yeah, Celestial Park, like I
mhm.
said, it and I think just the architecture, and I know it's still concept art currently, but the architecture of this area just looks really cool to me.
Yes, it does.
It
It
just feels
really
kind of
does.
futuristic, if you will. Kind of like time
Mhm.
traveler, futuristic esque.
Yeah. Yeah,
Almost
that's right up my alley.
maybe kind of steampunk inspired a little bit, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
yeah, here's the portal to
Yeah.
the Ministry of Magic. There's a
Yeah.
big hand. There's a big
Yeah.
pillar and a hand holding up a wand at the top of
Yeah.
this thing. And I hope the portals see. Look at the portals in this concept art. I hope the portals are really as cool, like
I do too.
the LED wise. Like this just
Yeah.
looks super drawing to me.
It
Like
does. Yeah.
it's like, ooh, that looks that like I want to go down that tunnel. It looks really cool.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
then Super
Now,
Nintendo World with obviously with the the Mario pipe, the bloop bloop bloop. And so anyway,
that is gonna
uh,
be so fun.
I'm hoping that
I love the portals idea. I
yeah
love that. I love it's a
yeah
step much further than just a sign, as you
yeah
enter an area. This is a
yeah
really wonderful concept. Celestial Park, the world you will enter first at Epic Universe, will have rolling gardens, waterfalls, astronomical architecture, and more using distinct portals. This will also serve as the gateway to the next four areas of the park.
mm,
And then for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Universal's description says a Ministry of Magic, which oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited.
yeah
This Wizarding World will blend 1920s Wizarding Paris from Fantastic Beasts films. I love it. With the British Ministry of Magic from the original Harry Potter series.
yeah.
That's going to be so cool, y'all. I that's
I am intrigued about this because I mean really the breadwinner is I mean Harry Potter is the breadwinner, and
yes,
Fantastic Beasts is an extension of that. But I am a bit intrigued to see if whether or not they do a ride that's fully dedicated to Fantastic Beasts.
right.
Um, now would that be a little too close to Hagrid's motorbike potentially? But anyway, it sounds really cool, and I'm we're getting more Harry Potter. I couldn't be more thrilled about it,
Yeah, yeah,
and hopefully we get some
absolutely.
really cool interaction points with to use with the wands here too.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
they
think I've seen
will.
them
They
filing
will.
some patents related
Uh
to
huh.
using the wands. So
Yeah, I
hopefully
do.
do some really cool
This
stuff.
whole thing, y'all. I really believe that Universal. Um, I mean, obviously they are so stepping up to the plate here, and I believe they're going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at this park.
Yeah,
I really feel like they are out to wow us with this
yeah,
park, and I cannot wait to be wowed.
yeah. And
It's
they've done a lot of cool. Disney's done a lot of cool stuff overseas, and we've gotten some of that brought here. But I think about like pirates at Shanghai. I don't know that any ride that we have outside of maybe Indiana Jones at Disneyland. Um, I don't know that we have any ride that's at the caliber of Pirates at Shanghai. Just from watching,
yeah.
just from
Oh
watching
yeah.
the video, and so this
Yeah.
is this is all new stuff. At Universal here, this is all new stuff. And so I can't wait to see. I've not, I would, haven't done Hagrid's motorbike. Y'all did Hagrid's motorbike. Jillian said it's the best ride she's ever been on. And so,
Ah, it's wow. It's pretty cool, I'll have to say.
mhm,
Yeah. Um, I think, it is, it's different. It's so different, and it's very well themed, and it's a surprising ride.
yeah,
There are really, really some cool surprises. I was very, Jelly and I were both very impressed with that
yeah.
one for sure. Yeah.
Well, Dad loved it too. Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but
Dad loved, yeah. Yeah,
anyway,
he did.
yeah. I think they're listening. Yeah, Mikey says, but from my understanding, besides the roller coasters, all the other rides are screen-based rides like Universal does, and I hope that's not the case. Hopefully, they've picked up some of that feedback. Because that is the one. When it comes to Universal, that's kind of top of the list. Is like they do
Right.
cool stuff, but they rely way too much on screens. And I understand that like screens can help you
Right.
move through,
Transition.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of transition, help you move through, feel like you're traveling much farther than you actually are in a show building.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but at the same time, whenever you incorporate them so much, it kind of starts to lose the appeal, if you will. So,
Well, I'm
um,
guessing,
yeah,
I think Universal has probably gotten that message because
yeah,
that, has been a criticism. And all I have to say,
yeah,
the last couple of things, Velocicoaster, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, those are not screens, y'all.
yeah,
Those are just flat out amazing rides. So,
yeah,
um, we'll see what they do with it.
yeah,
I'm thinking, like you said, William,
yeah,
I'm thinking if they use screens, they won't depend as heavily on them in a ride, say like Spider-Man,
yeah,
which, by the way, I still love. But they'll go with something a little bit different, like say Gringotts,
yeah,
Escape from Gringotts. So it'll be real. This is golly, how exciting is this? This is a whole new park, y'all,
yeah.
with all of these fantastic lands. I mean, when was the last time you were in a new theme park? Wow. Um, I think it's going to be, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be. Uh,
Sorry, I'm trying to look something up real quick.
okay, I'll
'Cause
go
I'm
ahead.
trying to
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to remember where it is. Beijing, Universal Studios, the Jurassic World Adventure ride at Universal Studios Beijing. Um, if they do use screens, I hope they go this route,
Ah,
because it's insane. Um, I mean, you get literally chased by a giant. What's it
oh,
called?
sorry. 2025 is it
Yeah,
supposed to open in 2025?
that's correct.
Yeah,
Um, you get
2025.
what's the name of that? Indominus Rex. You get chased by an Indominus Rex
Wow.
animatronic.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
it's it is the best use of practical thank you, Russ. It's the best use of practical screens and animatronics I've ever seen. And so if Epic Universe has anything remotely close to what they did with that attraction in Beijing, sign me up.
Mm,
Um, yeah, go check
mm,
that out.
yeah,
There's some really good video of the Jurassic World Adventure ride at Universal Studios Beijing. Um, it's just top notch. I mean,
wow,
um,
wow,
there's a scene where at the end of the Jurassic World movie, the first one, there's the fight between the T Rex and the Indominus Rex. Well, you pass right through that. Like you pass right through the
mhm.
animatronics, roaring at each other, if you will. Uh, and then the T Rex, with the help of the Velociraptors, takes out. Spoiler alert, takes out the Indominus Rex, and it's crazy because you see. Okay, I'm not going to give it away. All I have to say is after the stream or when you have free time, watch a video of the Jurassic World Adventure at Universal Studios Beijing, because it's incredible.
Oh,
Um,
wow,
but yeah,
wow,
like I said, best
neat,
blending of screens and animatronics and practical scenes that I've ever seen.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think, I really think that, it's gonna be fantastic to have Super Nintendo World,
Oh yeah. Which I'm thrilled
and
about.
and
Yeah.
and let's see, let me read the description on that one. Um, guess we'll go through the iconic green pipe, and I bet there are all kinds of cool, the cool sounds that
Yeah.
it makes.
All the interactions and
And
stuff like we have over. I
uh,
you know. And Mikey says here, and besides the addition to Donkey Kong, and besides the addition to Donkey Kong here, Nintendo World is the same as overseas. I'm hoping they give a little bit more real estate.
I bet
Um,
they will. Yeah.
to Super Nintendo World at Florida Epic Universe.
Well, they have to
Because
know how they have to know how popular it is.
yeah,
So, yeah,
and so
I would
I'm
think.
hoping that they give it a little extra space because it looks really cool, but it just seems so tight. And granted, I've not been there in person. Maybe it just comes off that way on on video. But I hope there's a bit more room to, to accommodate higher capacity as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so
Well,
yeah, I'm thrilled.
it
It's going to be
says
awesome. I'm very much looking
it
forward to it.
is. It
Now, the
is.
one
Yeah.
that I think is kind of a bold choice is the How to Train Your Dragon section.
Mm-hmm.
Olive Burke.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've watched the first and second How to Train Your Dragon movies. I haven't watched the third, and I wanted to say there was another one coming out too,
Mm.
but 1 and 2 very good movies. And it's not that I didn't, it's not that I didn't like 3 or but it just didn't, I guess, grab me as much. And granted, I mean, the other thing you got to think about is like you know kids that would have grown up with this movie are getting a little bit older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so there's, I mean, for them to do a whole section for it, there's got to be a pretty decent sized following, and there's already people saying that they think this is going to be the sleeper land um, of all the lands that they're going to have at
Mm-hmm. They've
Epic
announced.
Universe.
Yeah.
That like it's many people are saying like, I think it's going to be like so good, and it's kind of situation like with the overlay, Haunted Mansion overlay, Haunted
Mm-hmm.
Mansion Holiday at Disneyland, where Jillian had never seen that movie before. She had never seen Nightmare Before Christmas before, but she loved the ride so much that
Loved
we
it
had
anyway.
we came home and she
Yeah.
wanted to watch it. I think
There you
that a
go.
similar thing's going to
Yeah.
happen with this How to Train Your Dragon section, where people
Yeah.
go and they're wowed by it, and they say, "Okay, now I need to go watch the movie," or they'll
Mm-hmm.
watch the movie in preparation for going to the park.
Right. Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this is a bit of a wild card here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah, Mark said that they spent an entire 7-hour day in
yeah,
Super Mario Land. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm really excited. Of course, we had Mark and Irene and Wally on the show
yeah,
on Hitchhiker Chat not too awful long ago to talk about their trip
yeah.
to Super Mario Land, and um, I cannot wait. I'm really looking forward to it. I
Yeah.
really am. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. So
Russ
this
says, "Have you
one,
seen the walk around Sweet Tooth character? It's pretty cool. He's life size for a meet and greet." Wow. No,
ah,
no, I hadn't seen that. That's cool. I have to look up video of that.
How to
Russ.
Train Your Dragon, Olive Burke. Now,
Mhm.
Universal's description says here you can soar with dragons. Oh my goodness, there goes another one. Russ, here you can soar with dragons in a vibrant world filled with Viking adventures based on the How to Train Your Dragon film franchise. So there's the
It's
uh,
let's see, Sweet Tooth. Did you mean Toothless, Russ? Sweet Tooth. It's been a while since I've watched that movie. I was like, maybe autocorrect got him. I thought his name was Toothless, but again, it's been a long time since I've watched any of those movies.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, let's see. So that's the description on that one. And then I'll tell you what, again, Dark Universe is I'm really interested to see how they're going to do this one. It says this world is based on Universal's classic monsters like Dracula and the Wolfman. Oh my gosh, y'all, stuff I grew up with. You will see everything from the experiments of Dr. Victoria Frankenstein to the shadowy landscape where monsters roam. This one I'm really looking forward to. Y'all, now I have since grown up and uh, and come to my senses. But in my youth, I cut my teeth on Stephen King novels and Salem's Lot. Anything to do with vampires, was always very fascinating to me. Even the old um, Dracula movies, the really old ones. I've just always been really fascinated with those.
Mm,
So I'm really interested to see how they're
yeah,
gonna do Dark Universe. I think it's a new concept.
yeah,
To have to have something like this. I know they've had really good luck with their Halloween Horror Nights
Yeah.
at Universal. And so it's, I think it's going to be really fascinating. I do. Now, you may not see many kids in there.
Yeah.
And, I may have to hold Jeff's hand when we go in, but that's okay. I can do
Yeah.
I
Even the
can do it, I
portal,
think.
even the portal looks mysterious.
Yes. Yes. Let's see now this one. Um, and this one, Universal has to be excited to see how these are received. And
Yeah.
I really feel like they know how important it is that
Oh
this
yeah.
park be a home run.
Yeah.
I really do. So it's very exciting. And yes, Pam, it's getting close. We're not going to have to wait too long for this.
Yeah.
I think, there are companies that still actually do get projects done in a timely
In a timely
manner.
manner.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, now, so we're really excited about this. So we will keep you posted on
Yeah.
anything that we hear about Universal, and hopefully we have, in the not too distant future, we'd love to go back to Universal again.
Oh
And
yeah.
so, because the last trip that we took, William, I think, was just fantastic. So,
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
uh,
We
yeah,
really did have a blast. And it'd been
yeah,
so long time, it'd been so long since we've been,
mhm,
as with Disney, there were things that we didn't get to. Um,
right,
and so, I could have played that Minions Blast game
yeah,
probably all day,
yeah,
and been perfectly content. Just, the whole, and it's the gamification,
yeah, yeah,
I could go through an attraction and unlock more stuff to do in the attraction, from pairing it up with my phone. Sign me up. Uh, so
yeah,
anyway, I'd
yeah, oh
like to
yeah,
explore the Minions Land a little bit, see what other touch points I can find. I didn't find all the touch points with my
definitely.
phone, and so,
Yeah,
um, yeah, and we also didn't really get to explore many of the shops in that area too.
that's true.
I'd love to go into
That's
Bake My
true.
Day, which I've always thought is a funny name. Um,
Well, yeah, and
yeah,
Universal guys, the Universal has some serious merch. They've
yeah,
got some good merch.
yeah, they
They
do.
really do. And they've come on with their treats and their themed
Yeah,
treats and things of that nature. So it
yeah,
is it's really a ton of fun. It's very it's a very different experience than Disney, but still
yeah,
so much of what we're used to because it's Universal,
yeah,
and it is tied to so many of the films that we know and love. So,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
Russ says Disney accelerated Tiana's in order to compete with the new projects. They've started testing water already. Plus, there's rumors of a big announcement coming, but we'll see. Yeah,
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
heard rumblings, of a big announcement too. But
Hmm.
anyway,
Hmm.
yeah, that's the thing is we're supposed to have Tiana's this year, and we're
Yeah.
supposed to have
We are.
the rethemed Country Bear show this year. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
we'll see when those end up coming out. The Hatbox Ghost I think showed up a little later than expected,
Yeah.
materialized a little bit later than
It
expected at the
did.
Haunted Mansion. And so anyway, um, yeah, uh,
Yeah.
I
I think
that
Disney, I think, you know, Disney is going to, they're going to have to step up their game.
yeah,
They're going to have to, because a Universal is really, they're really trying to, take that away from them,
yeah,
that because Disney's always set the bar,
yeah,
and Disney's bar has fallen off, y'all. I'll just have to say,
yeah.
we've talked about it.
Uh,
Disney's
we love
bar,
them, but
uh,
it's
you know,
started to lower a little bit. Not to
yeah,
say they
and
can't get
they,
right back to where it was, but
yeah.
anyway,
And the
um,
competition between the two is only be gonna be good for
yeah,
us, the guests.
yeah,
That competition,
that's
in any situation is always best for the consumer.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
so
mean
yeah, go
that's the
at it,
great
guys.
thing. I want
Yeah,
I want them to hit
absolutely.
a home run. I
Oh,
want Universal to hit a
absolutely.
home run because Disney will feel like they need to counter, and so
That's right. That's
they'll
right.
have to give us something that really wows us. So again, like
There
you
you
said,
go.
the
There
consumer
we go.
wins in this situation. When
Oh yeah, every
you've
time.
got two companies going toe to toe trying to provide the
Yeah,
best possible theme park resort experience.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's good for
That's
us.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just exciting stuff.
yeah.
It really is. I'm pivoting just a little bit here, guys. Um, this picture.
A
Take a
great
look at
picture,
this
by the
picture.
way. Let me go big screen on
Um,
the picture.
I, I, my dune buggy stopped at this point where Constance Hatchaway is, and this is my picture, y'all. I took this. Um, Stopped at this point for for I don't know a couple of minutes, I guess, and I took this picture. Now, um, our Samsung phones have always had extremely high quality. Uh, we always get really high quality results, especially in low light settings. But I took a picture of this, and my with my naked eye, I could not see all of this.
Mm,
Okay, so the camera, and you can see how fantastic Constance Hatchaway looks. I'm going to clear off the comment for just a second.
yeah,
Um, but this is a beautiful picture. I was shocked when I went back and saw because it was dark. Y'all know how
yeah.
dark it is. It's very difficult, very difficult to see. I took a couple of pictures here that you can see Constance Hatchaway's hatchet kind of beginning to materialize there. And by the time it had fully materialized, the ride vehicle was moving again. So,
Yeah.
but I could not see this clearly in that attic scene, and my phone could.
Welcome
My
in,
phone
Debbie.
took this amazing picture.
Yeah, oh, it's
Constance
incredible.
Hatchaway, of course, is there on the right with her wedding cake and the picture. Yeah, I was just stunned. It's I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
portrait of
Absolutely
her
love
and her husband and the
it.
wedding gifts there. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, oh, it's incredible. And
Yeah.
not to be outdone, this picture is also really cool too.
Okay. Do y'all know what this is? Do you in the chat
Kind of
know
look
what this is?
down toward the middle area.
Yeah.
So you
Look.
kind of see
Middle.
just to the left of the candelabra.
Yeah, bottom middle on this one. Um, do y'all know what this is? Yep, Mikey. Mikey? Mike! How did you know what that is? um, this, okay. This, this is the Candleman. In the bottom middle there, you guys can see the Candleman. Candleman is a piece that Rolly Crump, one of my favorite all-time Disney legends and Imagineers, did for the Museum of the Weird, which was his concept for the Haunted Mansion. It's original concept. They placed the Candleman in Walt Disney World's Haunted Mansion a couple of months ago, and it is pitch black dark where he is. You can see him. He's just to the left on this table just before you get to Constance Hatchaway. So he is there if you haven't seen him. But guys, I took a picture in a moving doom. I took this picture in a moving doom buggy without sports mode on, and I'm not even sure that I had my night setting
Mm,
on, because if you have your night setting on, you have to hold the camera really still in order to get it. Your phone. This was taken from a moving doom buggy. I just aimed and shot towards the Candleman, and I was stunned when I went back and watched and saw what I got. This is the clearest picture of the Candleman and the attic that I've ever seen.
yeah,
So, and you can actually see things in the attic. My naked eye could not see what's in this picture.
yeah.
I could barely see Candleman. So, I am really thrilled with this. I thought I would share it with you.
You
Uh,
you move
yeah,
through that area and you just know there's a lot of stuff in the attic. But
Right.
it's really cool to actually have a still shot to be like, oh, there's a globe, there's a saxophone, there's a violin, there's a harp, there's a suit of armor,
Oh, yeah.
uh, the candelabra, some
Yeah, I
tables and
didn't know what was
chairs.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't there's a harp in the back,
yeah,
there's a violin, like you said, there's several, instruments, there's a suit of armor. My naked eye could not see that, y'all.
yeah.
Um, you can barely see Candleman. I really wish they put a little bit more light on him, quite
Uh-huh.
frankly. But he is visible, and I again moving dune buggy,
Yeah,
aimed my phone in the general direction and snapped a picture, and that's
yeah.
what I got. So I
Uh,
am really, really excited.
Mike
Uh,
says next time you're in the attic, take a picture to the right side before you
mm,
go out of the attic. You may see a
yeah,
jack.
yeah, yeah. Well, I know there are all kinds of interesting things in
Yeah,
there, Mike, but it's dark. It's supposed to
yeah.
be dark.
Hmm.
So, um, at any rate, yeah, I was just really excited. And as I said, you can actually see the Candleman, which was what I was trying to take a picture of. But I love these two pictures. I'm really excited about having them. So
Yeah.
I wanted y'all to see them. But
Let's
yeah,
see.
there they are. There they are. Okay, moving along, just quickly, we're going to run through some of these pictures from my trip. Um,
So
this
first we
is
have
this
Katie.
is this is what Katie sent. Katie wishing on
Wow, look
stars,
at all
guys.
those medals.
Oh my gosh.
She looks like Michael Phelps came out of
I
coming out of the
know.
Beijing Olympics.
She mailed me, she mailed me or emailed these to
Yeah.
me and with the meetups. And this is Katie, congratulations, you and your husband Ed for completing the Run Disney Dopey Challenge. Oh my goodness. I'm just wow. I'm blown away. Look at all those medals.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. So there you
Yeah,
go.
that's amazing.
And it looks like she and her husband both completed the challenge. So that's just nuts. I and she said, they actually, while they were there, that they actually, got to spend, some time enjoying the parks. I would have been in the hospital after I completed the dopey challenge. But thank you so much for sending me these pictures, Katie.
Yeah,
I love this. This is
yeah, that's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, this is so cool. Absolutely love this. And I know some of those medals are really, really cute because they do such a good job, such a good job with their
Yeah.
medals. So, uh, so yes, so cool.
Yeah, those look amazing.
Congratulations. Yeah. Did y'all have to like put new braces in a wall to hang these medals up, all on one wall? You'd have to like,
Yeah,
have heavy duty nails and
yeah, definitely make sure to, have the find use a stud finder and
yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah,
hold up all that
don't just
hardware.
hang these up, Katie. You might
Uh-huh.
have, you might bring down a load bearing wall with these things. But I love it. I love it. I
Yeah,
really
that
appreciate
that
you
is
you
really
sending me
cool.
these
You talk
pictures.
about
Yeah,
goals.
that just kind of made my day when I got that
Yeah,
that email because y'all just look so and you actually don't look that tired, which is equally amazing, by the
yeah.
way.
That is impressive.
Oh, so much fun. So and then we're just going to run through the last few pictures I have, guys, are just of some of the great meetups.
Yeah,
I didn't actually see Katie this trip,
yeah.
but this was my first trip, y'all, to see the new addition here at Epcot with Walt Disney, the statue of Walt Disney. And I'll have to say, now this is Russ and me, and we are with John and Nancy
Jane
of
and
Jane
travel.
and Travels, and I've got their little frog here I can show you. But yeah, this is we just had a little group picture taken, and it's. I'll have to say that Walt Disney, this picture of him, this statue of him, and I've got in the next picture, I've got a look at his view,
Yeah,
what he would be looking at. Um, this goes all the way. The view goes all the way from Spaceship Earth out across a World Showcase and all the way across to the American Adventure. It is really gorgeous. So I loved it. And I absolutely love the expression on his face.
Mm,
Um, we know as diehard Disney fans that he never actually saw Epcot created, and in fact, his vision for Epcot was quite different. But um, I think he'd be pleased. I really do with
mhm.
what they did with Epcot, and it's like he's looking out over this amazing park, and just the expression on his face is fantastic. So, oh,
Yeah.
Debbie, welcome! Oh, welcome in.
Jane and
But yeah,
Tanya
oh
showed
hey,
up right
John and
on
Nancy,
cue. Yeah.
perfect timing. Look at you guys are
Uh-huh.
on the yeah, perfect timing.
I saw
But this
your
was so
comment
much
there,
fun.
Mikey.
Yeah,
I'll share that in a minute.
this was so much fun. But yeah, yeah. Let's say, oh,
So,
okay. Well, yeah, we'll check it, Mike.
real
Thanks.
quick, I'll share this tab real quick. Mikey shared this with us. There's a Haunted Mansion column with plaque and Miss Kitty tombstone decorations coming to Lowe's. So here they are. Let me zoom in a little
Really?
bit. Yeah, you got the cat here, and then the column with the plaque on it. So pretty cool
Okay.
coming to Lowe's.
Wow. Well, that's
Thank you
interesting.
for sharing that
Huh.
with us, Mike.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out, definitely for that, Mike.
Yeah.
Wow,
All right,
that's yeah,
back to the
that's
PowerPoint.
neat. That's neat. So John and Nancy, we were able to, see them and spend a couple of days, some time on two
Yep.
separate days in the parks, and we appreciate y'all so much. And had fun. We will see y'all again, John and Nancy, in the parks. We definitely will. But really enjoyed talking to you guys, and this was fun. So there's that, and then the next few. Go ahead to the next few pictures there. William, just some meet and greets, and now. Okay, Russ, you will remember this. Of course, I think that was from the prior trip. Russ, I think we did this one in the one on the left there with Hatbox Ghost. But I thought it was cute. Now the one on the right is hilarious. I think this is a hoot. Russ is the headless. It's the headless Russ. Where in the world is Russ?
Yeah. Where in the world is Russ's head?
What was
He
so funny,
must have taken Trader Sam up on his deal.
right? Exactly, exactly. I'm thinking
Two
so,
of
or
his
he
heads for one of yours.
for one of yours,
Yeah.
exactly. But it was really, really funny. I think this picture's hilarious. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just really okay. Both are from this trip. Okay, maybe they were. I was thinking one of them was maybe from the prior trip. Okay, when Russ has told you the wrong side of the car that the camera is on. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
'Cause I
funny.
was looking
That's
the
funny.
other direction,
This one's
but
the
it was.
opposite of my picture with Garrett and
It
Casey.
is. Yes. When you don't know the exact location of the
Uh-huh.
camera that takes your picture. Yeah, it was funny. So I think from now on, when I ride with Russ and Mike, I'm going to look straight ahead, and so
Yeah.
regardless of what side the camera's on,
The headless Russman, Brian says.
yeah, I'll be good on it. Yeah, it was,
That's funny.
but
And
and this, oh my gosh, y'all, the Visa character spot at Epcot is always so much fun.
mhm.
We went in. If you have a Visa, a Disney Visa credit card, you have to show it in order to go in here. But there are always at least two characters, and the cool thing about it is they always spend a little more time with you. They give you a little more time, and generally the lines are not quite as long as they would be with some of these more popular characters, especially two at a time. So, of course, it's Mickey and Goofy. The last time we went, it was Minnie and Pluto.
Mm,
So we got two different characters
that's neat.
this time, and it was so much fun and such fun interactions. Goofy was a hoot. I mean,
Hmm.
he was just, and Mickey was just kind of standing there, and I said, and I told Mickey, I said, "Are you having any luck at keeping this guy in line?" And Mickey just thought that was really funny. So
That's funny.
it was tons. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Goofy was. Yeah, it was just. It was great. It was a great
Yeah.
character. Russ and I really enjoyed this one. So yeah,
There's mom
there's
hugging
that one.
Mickey.
Yeah, then yeah, I love that picture. Of
And
course, Goofy's arm is in the way, but
yeah, yeah. Ah, what happens?
and here's a really cool one that Russ and Dane and I did there in front of uh, the Tree of Life. This is just
Yeah,
a really cool, fun picture. Dane was able to come a couple of days
yeah,
and hang with us, and we just had such a good time. The temperature was fantastic on this trip, so
yeah.
I
Looks
love
like,
these
I
pictures
mean,
with
look at the sky. My goodness, it
yeah,
looked like a
yeah,
beautiful day.
yeah. It was the the um the temperature was fantastic the
Oh,
whole time I was there. It was a dream week. Yeah.
Mike is calling you out. He said, "Where's y'all's haunted mansion one?"
Yeah.
Russ is really glad Dean could come for this day.
Okay, and
Um,
this one this one turned out real cute, I thought, Russ.
yeah.
And we tried to get Dean in on this one too, and he put his bug eyes back in the bin
Oh
before we
no.
snapped the picture.
Yeah,
But we know that it's a bug's life. It's tough to be a bug is going to go away,
I was gonna say
and
the
yeah,
days. I keep forgetting that the days are numbered for.
yeah,
It's tough to be
yeah.
a bug, you know.
So I
And
thought it would be
there are
fun.
many they'll be glad to see it go
Yeah,
because um
that's true.
people are scared of animatronic Hopper.
Right.
They don't like getting stung, and they don't like
All the bugs. Yeah.
the bugs exiting on the seat before you leave, and the
Now I
spiders.
love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Kylie, my granddaughter was so funny in that attraction, y'all. She was so not
no.
prepared, for all of that. She was like screaming.
Mark hates every bit of it. So there we go. We have representation in the chat of those that
We
are
do.
ready
We
to see it
do.
go. Uh, I I for one, I love it just because I'm a child of the '90s, um, and could they update it? Yeah, they could, but you know, the you know I I think it's fun. I think it fits really well. Um, and the other thing too, I like the Hopper animatronic, uh, and
Oh, that Hopper animatronic
it's really cool.
is impressive.
Yeah,
It's
the last couple of
impressive,
times I've
y'all.
been, it hasn't worked, and it was very disappointing. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, while I was there, he kind of mostly worked.
yeah,
He came out and he wasn't moving quite as much as he should have been, but
yeah,
I feel like it's kind of like with some of the other animatronics, and they've neglected him because they
yeah,
know he's going away. But I hate it because Hopper, that animatronic, y'all, is pretty impressive. That's
yeah,
one of the most impressive animatronics on Disney property, and they're going to get rid of it. So,
yeah.
uh,
Jillian, I'll never forget. Jillian and I were right down there in the front, right there on the right side, and so when he came out, it was
oh man,
he was large and in charge. We were very close to that
yeah,
that animatronic. So
yeah.
I'll miss
I'm
it,
gonna miss
but
it.
I'm sure
Yeah,
the new show will be good. So
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
they'll
miss it
hopefully
though.
they'll wow us.
Yeah,
But anyway, it's neat.
yeah.
I
I
think it's
thought
a fun
this
show.
this
But
yeah this picture turned out really cute with
yeah,
Russ and me and our bug eyes. Um, And of course, this is one. Now, this was our Magic Kingdom day, and of course, we decided to head on over to
hmm
get a little something to eat at Captain Cook's. This was the night Cherie bought us some coconut meatballs, and it was
hmm
just so very sweet. And we just took a quick picture there. Again, herding cats, y'all.
Yeah.
This bunch. Dane's a little easier, but Mike and Russ I just have to nail them down to get pictures.
Yeah.
And they know, you guys know when you're with me that we have to do pictures. So,
Yeah. J&N, John and Nancy said, saw this attraction today. Love the bugs.
yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
do
and
too.
that's the other tough part for me too is, this California Adventure used to have Bugs Land, so there was a whole land dedicated to a Bugs
That's
Life,
true. Yeah.
and so,
Yeah.
this is kind of, I don't know overseas parks if they have any sort of bugs, a Bugs Life representation in the parks or not, but
Yeah.
this whenever they do close the show and eventually put Zootopia in instead, that'll be probably the last of representation for that movie in Disney
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah, it
Um,
makes me sad. It
yeah,
really does. But I love, that it's underneath the tree of life. It's just so well themed.
yeah.
It's just in the perfect location.
They should sneak
And,
in Flick somewhere in the background of one of the shots in the new show.
yeah, yeah, it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Anyway, well, thank you, Katie. Yeah. Um, yeah.
And if the cats are meowing in the chat,
Now they're the cats. Yeah.
there's
And
Russ
I
and
just snapped
Mikey,
this picture of Mikey and Russ just sitting.
Main Street.
This was kind of the end of the night, and just snapped this picture. I just uh, you know everybody that I was able to meet and see. Of course, Mike and Russ, we always have such a fantastic time together, and I appreciate y'all so much for coming out, and
Hmm.
we have such fun, and just just hanging out in the parks, guys, with friends is just it's fun. It's tons of fun. And now the next picture is on the 26th, y'all, which was the last day of Country Bear Jamboree. They closed it on 27th, of course, for refurb. And as I was walking out of the park, you can see where this is Monorail Molly and Pete
Yeah,
McDevitt. And they were just sitting there. And I walked past Pete and I saw Pete.
I love
I said,
Pete's
"Oh,
shirt. That is a really cool shirt.
yeah, yeah." Pete accessorizes real well. He had
The
on,
Steamboat Willie shirt.
yeah, yeah. He had on some good shirts. He really did. And this is Monorail Molly, guys. This is Jen, and yeah, she was there. I had never met Molly. Of course, I've met Pete several times, but I'd never met Molly, and so just tons of fun. Paul Engel was there. I'm trying to think who else was there
Yeah,
that night. But there were many people actually there. And I guess there's so many of us, in the Disney YouTube community. Now it's there's always somebody there.
yeah.
I mean, uh, the next morning, this has become such a treat, I think, for all of us who do this. Diz Our Dream. If somebody wants to please drop Diz Our Dreams link in the chat, channel link in the chat. This is Jeff and Angela on the right. Most of us know them, and they go most of the time, about 98% of the time,
Yeah,
to Animal Kingdom early on Sunday morning. So I
yeah,
drug myself up after being in the parks late and went and we ride Kilimanjaro Safari for first thing. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Yeah, I did. Oh, Debbie,
we'd love to
we
meet
would
you too, Debbie.
absolutely love it. Yeah, and we will, Debbie, we will. But yeah, so this we're actually
Hey,
on the
Stacy.
safari. Oh, hey, Stacy. Hey. Uh, yes. Yeah. In that picture. Yeah, exactly, Stacy. Yeah, that's it. Those are such cool pictures. I need to get Jeff some of those shirts, Stacy. I really do. And I think you need some of them, William, too.
Yeah,
They've got some
I'd like to at
really
some point.
neat. Yeah. They've got some really neat. Of course, um, our sweet Nate, Paige and
Yeah,
Mr. Morrow has become a really cool spokesperson for them.
yeah,
It's
it's
been
pretty
a lot
cool.
of fun. Yeah,
It's neat to randomly scroll through Facebook and there's
and there's
Nate
Nate.
from Paging Mr. Morrow in an ad.
So cool. So, but yeah. So okay, next picture. I just threw in, several, pictures.
Man, if this doesn't sum up Jeff and Ange, I don't know. Oh me.
I told him. I said, if you don't behave the rest of the day, I'm going to send this picture to Pete.
Yeah.
So, but
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's neat,
it was
Mike.
tons of fun on that safari too, guys. We set a record that day
Yeah.
on the safari. We saw 25 animals, including two, not one,
Yeah.
but two dikers. Everything was out. Um, yeah, it was just crazy. We saw
The doikers.
25 different animals, and the doikers, yellowback doikers, were out. It was great.
Yeah.
We had such a good time, and this is Jennifer Caruso and Ron were there, and that in that kind of sort of in the middle there, that is our own Sebastian the Crab.
Yeah,
That's
Jeanette.
Jeanette there. She was there. So yeah, 25 animals, not including Jeff. That would be
Mm.
26. So and this of course is Jennifer Caruso and Ron, and that's Jeanette on the ride there. So yeah. So it was just great. We just we just had
Yeah.
such a great time walking around. And the weather was perfect. As you can see, Jennifer, Jennifer is wearing a Spirit jersey there. Any excuse to wear a Spirit jersey, y'all. It was fantastic Spirit jersey weather. And there
Yeah.
were a couple of days that I actually wore a turtleneck. I'm not kidding, a turtleneck under my
Yeah.
Spirit jersey. So
Stacy said, "Did you
I
count the
loved it.
one crab?"
I loved it. No, it didn't, Stacy, but that's an excellent point. Good catch, Stacy.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, but so much fun, y'all. And
Yeah.
Jeanette was there. She had her one of her kiddos with her, and
Mm.
they were just enjoying having some one-on-one mother son time.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
it was
Love
really
that.
cool. And there's
Love
the
that.
group. Yeah, there's the group picture. So anyway, yeah, just tons of fun. I really,
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, and look forward to, um, seeing y'all again.
Yeah. All righty.
And that's,
Yeah, that's
uh,
what a great trip.
yeah, yeah, it really was. It was totally good. And Mikey, how in the world could I forget our Haunted Mansion picture? Um, I will put that up for next. Yeah, I'll put that up next time for sure. Mike Mike and I took a rather a unique Haunted Mansion picture. We've got to where when we do the rod, the rod photos anymore, and where the camera is, and we
Yeah.
do, on most of them. It's fun to say, to think, okay, how do I want to pose?
Yeah.
What do I want to do in this picture? It's tons of fun. So we had a fantastic time. It was I think I want to say it was my second time to Festival of the Arts, but it was my first time to see the new area that they have done there with the statue of Walt Disney and
Yeah.
Epcot, and I just absolutely loved it.
Mikey says, "Don't forget
So
my greatest hit sing along of Off Center Main Street video."
yes, that's going up as a short, Mike. And if you would like to have that on your channel, you have to pay me for it. It's great. It's fun, y'all.
That's
Mikey was
funny.
lip syncing to, yeah, to some of those songs at the finale there, and I got a short of it. And it's really good.
That's
It's
fun.
really cute. So yeah, so I've got to
All
get,
right.
yeah, I need to put that one up, Mike. Absolutely. Um, yeah, that's blackmail. It is. It's, yeah, I know. Well, actually, it's
Yeah, said
uh,
he wants a video of Henley too. Yeah, I've got to get to that one, Mikey.
yeah, it's actually bribery. There's a difference. Get your felonies right, Russ.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's in the show notes. So what better time than this? It's funny because I think Russ joked earlier in the stream that I would be opening a pack of Lorcana at like 12:06 a.m. their time. So we're about 10 minutes off of that, 10 or 11 minutes off of that. All
Missed it
right,
by that
uh,
much, Russ.
let me fire this up to the chat. Do you want to see me open first chapter pack or a Rise of the Floodborn pack? Let me know in the chat, or one of each, or two of one and none of the other. Let's see what the votes are real quick.
Okay, so Mikey has some leverage right now, y'all.
Well, there you go. Oh no! Bring the money. Send the video.
That's right. Surrender, surrender. Okay.
Russ is the both. Mikey says both. Let's
There you
see.
go.
Mark
There you
says,
go.
all right. So we'll pick. Let's see if we get some luck from the chat here. All right.
Okay, Mark says
There's
Floodborn.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
name drop a character, and somebody tell me which character to pick. We've got Raya, Queen of Hearts, and Beast. So hold up these packs here. So first person to drop a name of a character. Let's see what kind of luck we can have from opening these packs here. So we have again that's
Okay.
Queen of Hearts, Raya, and Beast.
Okay.
Let's see who's.
Queen of Hearts, Raya, and Beast. So
Let's
the
see.
first one that we
We
say.
got
Okay, Stacy
Stacy.
says Raya.
All right, everybody. Oh, let's see. All right. Well, all right. We got Beast and Raya. It's hard to
Yeah.
tell with the connection. All right. So you guys went out. I'll open one of each of the Rise of the Floodborn.
The first one that I saw was Stacy. The first one that I saw on my screen is Stacy with
Yeah.
Raya.
And then I
And
scrolled
Mark
up
was
and
there.
saw Beast. All right.
And then
So here
Pam
we go.
came in with yeah, but we've got Debbie says Queen of Hearts, so we gotta
Yeah. All right. Fine. She's checking. Twist my arm. I'll open another pack. So I'll open one of each artwork. Again, let me hold this up here.
Okay.
One of each artwork here. Here we go. So there's Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon. This is Disney Lorcana trading game. The Rise of the Floodborn. These are the hanger packs. You can see on the back it's got Cinderella, Flynn Rider, and I can't really. Oh yeah, and Merlin as a rabbit. That's flooded with power. With the cards in this booster pack, you'll expand your collection, add more power and abilities to your Disney Lorcana deck. So it contains 12 randomized cards. We will start off with.
Dane, hey.
We'll start off with Raya.
It's Dane. Hey, Dane. Glad you had safe travels, by the way.
It's actually
you'll have to be on Team Replay and back it up because you were featured tonight in the slideshow.
Beast again, Beast pack art there.
Very nice.
So there's a Raya. The outside was Raya, but the inside was a Beast artwork on the pack art. So we have Improvise Mulan there with the fireworks going on in the background. It's pretty neat. Next we have Cruella de Vil, fashionable cruiser, Cruella. Now we have Piglet, very small animal. Piglet holding a broom with a scarf on. The wind is blowing.
How do I put you on full screen, William?
Looks like a blustery day. I think I already am. That's as full screen as I can go, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I thought it
was. I love this artwork. I wish I would have gotten the play mat. But here's the Honey Wizard Winnie the Pooh, which is just epic.
Okay, I've got this playmat reserved for us. Should it come in? So we should at some point get that.
I'm a big fan. So there he is, the Honey Wizard Winnie the Pooh. It's really cool with a bunch of honey floating around in the background and bees in the foreground with some foliage. Here's Minnie Mouse zipping around on a moped.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. She's got her scarf kind of flapping in the breeze there.
We've got Charge. I've actually opened a few of this. This is not the first one of these I've opened. Charge. We got Raya on.
Irene has the Winnie the Pooh mat, William.
Oh, yeah. Neat.
We want
the
that.
Beast.
Yeah, we want that mat.
Yeah. I got the Beast right here.
Yeah, and I have Beast. I have Beast.
And then for the first chapter, I have Maui. Next, we have Yzma without beauty sleep. Well, I think everybody's felt this way waking up in the morning at some point.
I love this card, y'all.
Yeah.
Again, a Betty White's quote comes to mind. Always get 8 hours of sleep.
Thanks, Dean.
9 if you're ugly.
Let me open
And so I
here.
think Yzma needs about 12 or 15
Yeah.
or more.
I can't remember the quote about her being terrifying from that movie, but it's really funny.
She's,
Um,
she's very much overlooked as a villain, and she's fantastic. She's hilarious, y'all. She's hilarious.
looks like Mike want to pick him
But I
up in the
love
morning.
that card.
LOL.
Absolutely, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
Katie, we're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. This is according to Betty White.
So
8 hours of sleep and 9 if we're ugly.
So I opened Cruella just a minute ago. Here's a different Cruella card, perfectly wretched. She looks very fashionable in this
She does. Wow, yeah.
with the big fur coat on. And I've heard that people have at opening packs many times will have kind of a theme going in the pack, so they'll like open several characters from from the same movie. Here's Bashful.
Well, there's Bashful.
That's the first time opening. Getting Bashful, I believe. It says
And he
hopeless
has
romantic.
a bouquet of flowers behind his
Yeah, super
back,
cute.
so probably for
The
someone.
rare card is Maurice's workshop.
That's what I'm thinking, Stacy.
Check that out.
Uh,
And next we have Merlin, another rare card.
Shane.
I've not opened or unboxed Merlin before.
Tina says she needs at least 10 hours of sleep. So,
And we have a rare hollow Cinderella Ballroom Sensation card. And check that out. Look at the
it's so
foil there.
pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty. Look at that.
Okay, she's emerging from. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can kind of see the hollow
yeah,
effect.
kind of
Wait,
tilted back and
she's
forth there.
emerging from the carriage there. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
goodness,
great. Love
isn't she
that.
beautiful?
I got to. Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
here's
Yes.
the kind of art that you build over time. I've
Mhm.
not completed this one yet. Of course, I also haven't opened that enough packs to have completed it yet. The
Isn't that
pictures,
gorgeous, Stacy?
but it's cool. Yeah, easy lure with that. There you go, Mark.
Okay, Stacy, do you have Lorcana? Have you gone down that rabbit hole? Um,
Let me. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve up this Cinderella because she is a hollow rare.
you play.
But,
Oh yeah, slave it up, slave it up. uh,
but yeah. Alrighty, here we go. On to the next pack. I think the Beast was next. We'll go ahead and open up the Beast.
okay.
See which card or pack art we actually have in here. It's Queen of Hearts pack artwork. There. Funny. Next time we're opening all these cards, you'll be opening your credit card bill. I acquire these things over time, and as y'all well know, and many times it takes a long time before I actually open anything. But so it's not the expenses all don't hit at once; they're spread out. But here's Flynn Rider, Confident Vagabond.
Oh, I don't. Let's see me say that Flynn
Oh,
again. I don't think I've seen that Flynn Rider yet.
no, he's got his wanted posters there in the background, kind of leaning up against
One
the
of
tree.
posters on the tree with his arms crossed and that almost the smolder.
Yeah. We have Basil, Perceptive Investigator.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, from what movie, guys? The Rescuers?
Let's see here.
The Rescuers, right?
Great Mouse Detective.
Yeah, Great
Merlin
Mouse
Squirrel.
Detective.
Here we go. Merlin
Oh,
as a
how
squirrel. There's all
fun.
sorts of different Merlin and Madam Mim forms, which I think is a lot of fun in this set. We have Grumpy,
Okay.
bad-tempered Grumpy, and if you put all of these dwarves side by side, they create one big picture. So
Isn't that
very cool. I love that.
Yeah. I'll have to look that up. I'd like to see the picture that they create. Okay, now Stacy, this is unacceptable. If we're gonna go down the Lorcana rabbit hole, you have to go with us. So you have to, you're gonna have to take some of that Funko Pop money and buy some cards, girl.
Felicia, always hungry, is chasing after a. Boy, they're pretty
Oh my
funny.
gosh, that's hilarious.
That is really funny. Yeah.
That's a hilarious car.
Oh,
She just looks crazy there, Mike. She's got
hey,
her
welcome in,
mouth
buddy.
open.
R. I lost
That is
my.
funny.
I forgot to shake my mouse, so my ring light went out because my computer went to sleep. Let me get this crank back up real quick
There you
so
go.
you
You
can
got
see.
it back on.
Let me get you written down here. Buddy R.
Hey,
Welcome
buddy.
in, Buddy R. Thanks for being
Welcome
here.
in, buddy. Yeah.
Buddy R.
Okay, so Mikey says, from what he understands, Grumpy's a good card to
Okay,
play.
cool. Here's Benja. Ray's Ba, or
Yeah.
Ray's father. Pretty cool. Chief. Card Soldiers, Malice in
I like the
Wonderland.
cards either.
They're marching. A full deck. That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's a neat one. Card
Yeah.
Soldiers, and it's the cards from their hearts, obviously from.
Next we have Li Shang. Here's an artwork for the ladies.
Oh my! Oh, that's wow.
Archery instructor.
Okay, Stacy,
cool.
what do you think? Li Shang. That's a nice card. Yeah, nice picks.
They got a Ring the Bell action card.
Cute.
Then we have Shere Khan, Menacing Predator. This is a rare card.
Oh my gosh, Stacy!
Really pretty artwork.
Who is this in our? Who is this?
It's an imposter.
In our chat. And what have you done with Stacy Rogers?
And
are you reading this comment? Wait,
I saw that. Yeah, I'm shocked.
What in the world?
Next, we have a super rare Dr. Facilier, Fortune Teller. He's got friends on the other side. The cards will tell. The past, the present, and the future as well.
Yes.
Oh, and we have the Grumpy Hollow. That's fun. The Grumpy Hollow.
That's neat. Yeah. Let's see. Let me clear the comment for just a second. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, he was just getting clear as I backed him off. There we go.
That is great.
That's a cool hollow. And then here's one of the other pieces to the mini puzzle. All right, and next we go.
These are so fun, y'all.
They are fun. Let me go ahead and sleeve up Grumpy here. And here we go. The Queen of Hearts pack.
Okay.
Or let's see what the artwork we actually get in here. We got Raya, so it's funny.
Okay.
none of the artworks actually matched up with the outer covering. It's pretty funny.
Okay, Dean. The turkey leg's just gone as far as he can, and you have put on some miles today, Dean.
Yeah.
You've earned
get some rest,
early
Dean.
bedtime.
All right, let's see here.
And we'll talk soon. I want to hear all about your trip.
All right. Last pack of the night. I have more to open, but I'll save them for future streams. We have Sleepy nodding off. Another dwarf.
Stacy, color me skeptical.
So maybe that's Dean is Sleepy, nodding off.
Oh, you got okay. So what did you got? You got Bashful, Doc, and Sleepy.
No, we got Bashful, Grumpy, and Sleepy.
Grumpy and Sleepy. Yeah, Grumpy and Sleepy.
There's Merlin the Crab. So we have him as a squirrel and a crab so far. Now we have I am on my way. I can go the distance.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite segments of Happily Ever After, y'all.
Me too.
Amazing.
I didn't fully commit to singing there, so it's probably a little pitchy. Radigan, Criminal Mastermind. Bad News.
Oh, wait now. Radigan?
There you go.
Okay, you're going to have to help me on the movie.
Many Merlins. Thank you, Tina. Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
What movie?
There we go.
What
Don,
movie?
even though I have a lot of Funko, cannot make a house on that. Let's see. Sorry, hold on. I got it. Trying to make sure my computer doesn't go to sleep on me again.
Well, if Stacy, if you can't make a house out of them, I bet you can at least do a storage building.
That's great mouse detective.
Oh,
Also,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
um,
Radigan. Okay.
here we got Radigan with a bunch of jewels. Pretty
Ah.
cool.
Ooh.
Next, we have the gumbo pot.
I do
Pretty cool.
too, Debbie. Debbie says she loves all of the dwarfs. I do too.
Mhm.
Now, and what people have done, William has said, I haven't seen it, but William said what people are doing is putting all of the dwarfs together so that it makes the picture and then framing them, which I
Uh-huh.
think is really cool.
I have Cinderella Knight in training, and again, this is one of the fun things about
Oh,
Lorcana is they have some creative
wow.
freedom, and so we have a Dreamborn Hero Princess Knight Cinderella.
I have never seen
Pretty cool.
Cinderella in anything but her
Other than
iconic
yeah,
dress, her two iconic dresses. So that is
yeah,
amazing. She's in like a fencing outfit there.
yeah. There's a Daisy Duck Secret Agent undercover
Oh, fun.
with a lantern.
That one's fun too. She has on
We
like a
have
cloak there.
we have Launch Ready Aim Coconut launching.
Oh, okay. Mark says go the distance card has a lot of confusion around it. Okay, how so? I'm
That is
curious.
something that you can look in the app, and they have notes on some of these cards, like uh, like answer questions about different rules and gameplay and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Fairy Godmother
Uh-huh.
here to help. Boobity bobbity boo.
Oh, that's a neat one. I like that one. Fairy godmother, and she's waving her wand with all of
Here's
the
Merlin.
pretty
He's a
sparks
rare.
coming out.
I got Merlin in the last pack, I believe. And we have a legendary card. Okay, here we go. We have Tragic Hero Beast. This is my first
Oh,
legendary card. I think
oh.
this is my seventh pack to open, and this is my first legendary card. So, that's a milestone there. Check that out. Tragic Hero Beast. Um,
Mm.
kind of reminds me of the scene. Oh, and a Queen of Hearts rare, Capricious Monarch, Queen of Hearts hollow. So this is a really good pack here.
So Jonathan said he's seen people do that with the premium dwarf cards, but those are hard to come by.
Hmm.
Only a few of the normal dwarf. Okay, what's the difference, Jonathan?
Let me go ahead and sleeve up these two. This is again, that's my first
Mhm.
legendary card to open, so that's very
Oh,
exciting.
nice.
I like that it's Beast too. The ones that we're really chasing is the Enchanted, and people say that it's roughly so to get an Enchanted card, which I will pull one of those on the stream, and I'm just going to freak out. But um, it's the odds of pulling an Enchanted card. Many people are the per the internet word of mouth is about 1 in 96 cards. So
Ah,
um, pretty low odds. Um,
right,
but anyway,
right.
here's so I'll show all the ones that I've sleeved up here tonight real quick. So we got Cinderella, the Cinderella rare from the first pack. We got a Grumpy Hollow from the second pack. So
Hmm.
let me go in order here. Uh,
Fun.
there's Cinderella. Got her sleeved up. She's a follow from the first pack.
Yeah. So pretty.
And then we
That's a
got
beautiful card.
Grumpy from the second pack.
Now I love I just those are so great. I love those.
Next we got this is the my first legendary card,
First legendary.
Tragic Hero Beast. And you could tell the rarity based on the symbol down here at the bottom of the card. So it's got a little pentagon. Uh so pretty neat. Um and then finally I got a rare Queen of Hearts Capricious Monarch card. Looks like she's about to lay down the law.
She does.
But very, very cool. I'm excited. It's fun to open more packs. Appreciate everybody hanging in there. Looks like it's still have a pretty good number of people here. Let me exit solo out. Alrighty. So yeah, so I got this gigantic binder back here to hold all of my cards from the first two sets, the first chapter and Rise of the Floodborn. Um, So it's called Vault X. I got this on Amazon. It's like $28 or so, but it holds I think 440 cards maybe.
Nice.
It's got a
Nice.
zipper enclosure. It's
Hmm.
got 12 cards per page, and so hopefully over time I can actually start to fill this thing up. There's the mini that I'm working on making the puzzle for. Or
Yeah.
so
Oh,
you can
nice.
see
Yeah.
if I could get this lined up right. Here we go. Ooh, 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 there we go. I'm working on
Nice.
making the mini picture. And I didn't do much to further the cause here tonight. It looks like I got pieces that I already have
Yeah.
of the puzzle. But anyway, oh yeah, I already had bashful and happy, so I have more of the dwarfs to add to my binder here. I
Nice.
think what I'll probably do is keep the stuff I'm collecting in this binder, and the stuff I want to trade, I'll probably put
Hey, Lena. Lena
and
Quintero.
take with
Hola.
me in this Stitch lore book.
Yeah.
Um, is probably going to be the play. Is I'll put stuff that I have extras of or want to trade in this one, and then keep my regular collection in this one. The stuff that I'm not putting in a deck. So
Right.
that's the next step is figuring out the game plan, really getting into it. But Mark says that beast is awesome. Draw a card each turn, or 4+ damage. Yikes! Sweet. Welcome in, Lena Quintero. Thank you for being here. Will, are you planning on playing the game or just collecting them for the artwork? So I have a bunch of starter decks, and so I've got to
Both.
get into figuring it out. I've watched a lot of streams. I just haven't had much opportunity to actually learn how to play yet. So,
Yeah.
but I
Jonathan, are
have a
you
good
playing
general
yet?
idea of how to play.
Yeah.
But my intent is to play. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, most definitely. And I want to learn how to play too. I just have not taken the time to, to sit down and look. Lots of videos on YouTube. Hopefully, guys, William can, we'll have some time and can do, um, maybe even some gameplay
Yeah,
on a live stream.
that's what
And
I'd like to
then,
do. Mark had
yeah,
asked about that previously, and
yeah.
so yeah. Hola, Lena. By the way.
Yeah, maybe we
Um,
could do,
oh, 38.
Mark, maybe we could
Wow.
get together and play the game,
That would be neat.
on some live streams.
I
And
want
of
to say
course,
Russ
William,
played with. I want to say Russ and Mark played maybe over a non live stream.
yeah,
Cinderella's Debbie's favorite princess. Look here. Yeah, Tinkerbell art card is what I want. Is the enchanted? Yeah, that would be really cool. Uh,
mhm.
let's see. Look at here. That Queen Hollow and Legendary. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I'd
so
like to see a
Jonathan
live action
says,
Sword in the Stone.
he buys the packet sheets for side loading,
Okay,
um,
gameplay.
not per side.
Yeah. Don't play
Actually, just
Mark. He
one
has a
packet.
loaded deck.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan says I had time yet. I just got starter decks to see how it's done. I haven't opened them yet. I'm in the same boat. Let's see here.
Okay, Mike. You got any evidence to back that up, Mike?
Yeah,
That claim?
deck is a low. What colors? What colors do you play, Mark? Just out of curiosity. There's. It seems like well, I forgot I'm on a big screen here. It seems like ruby and
There you
amethyst
go, Mike.
are a popular combo. That a
Okay,
lot of
Mark
people.
says, I do not cheat.
Blue and
My
green.
deck
Okay, cool.
is a low machine. Blue and green. Okay.
All
That
right.
would be so much fun if we could, yeah, could do that at some point. We'll have to kind of keep that
Yeah.
in mind
And it's
and do
interesting
that.
too. I've seen people comment, because there's an online engine called Pixelborn, and you can play over Pixelborn. I've heard there are some kind of bugs related to some of the gameplay, but a lot of people play on Pixelborn, and I've seen people post and be like, hey, what, are there channels out there where people play with paper cards because they're like, I just prefer to see that over
Right,
animation,
right, yeah,
and so
yeah,
that people had dropped
yeah.
names of channels, and I'm like, well, at some point, hopefully, you can drop my name out there
There you
whenever people
go.
ask that question.
There you go.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Jonathan, you don't want to be in the same boat with Will on not opening stuff. That boat is going to sink. Yeah. Uh, blue and green.
Oh my goodness.
Those different
Yeah.
strategies, with the different colors.
Mhm.
It's interesting to see how people mix them together and stuff. You can only use two different of the colors, or two different colors of inks in a deck, or you can use one. I've seen people trying to just use one. So anyway, oh, Jonathan says, "LOL, Stacy, I got into opening hockey cards and Lego minifigs this week, so I'm opening stuff." Well, to get into good hockey cards, let us know, Jonathan. But
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
let's see
I want to
here.
know.
Back to Disney or channel news. Check out Mom's live streams from the parks recently. She's posted several new shorts. The Country Bear Jamboree, Big Al, and then fans
Mhm.
sing "Tears Will Be the Chaser" for your wine, and then fans sing "All the guys that turn me on, turn me down."
The
Um,
sunbonnets from the
yeah,
Sunshine State.
and
Those two for the fans saying, guys. I was actually in the Grizzly Hollow way or Grizzly Hall, waiting to go into the last one
yeah,
of the last shows, probably the next to the last show,
Mike.
when the
Yeah,
ride went down, and so
nah,
the cast members were trying to occupy us.
yeah,
And so we did everything. We did trivia, we sang all the songs, and so I just did shorts, as
yeah,
all those country bears fans in Grizzly Hall sang these country bears songs, and it was really cool.
yeah,
So y'all check those out. I've got a couple more to put up on that
yeah.
too. So yeah, so definitely check those out. And I am working, y'all, on a now our live stream from that day. It has a Country Bear Jamboree um, thumbnail on it, so you can
Mm,
go and watch that. And I do go into the show twice during that live stream, so you can go see the full show. But I also have a vlog that I'm going to do on it, and I hope to have it out already, but I really want it to be good.
yeah.
So so that's coming too. But anyway,
Let's see,
um,
Jonathan. Let's see. I'm the new. Let's see. It's the newest one, Stacy. I'm doing a few. Not gonna collect them all. At least that's the plan. All right, cool. But yeah, let me know if you got any good hockey cards there, Jonathan. It's been a while since I've opened
oh
any
yeah,
any
most
hockey cards.
definitely. Most definitely. Let's see, guys. While I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and just show you a couple things here that I talked about tonight. Um, Festival of the Arts, y'all picked up, of course, the little guide for Festival of the Arts has all
Yeah,
the information
yeah,
for food and what have you, things going on at each booth. Got that, and then y'all, here's just a little. This is the Epcot park map for has Figment on
yeah.
it.
That's
Um,
fun.
y'all, park maps are probably going to go away at some point.
Yeah, the
Universal
Universal is
has
already.
already,
Yeah, I was about to
yes,
make that
yeah,
mention that point that
uh,
Universal's phase that out if
yeah.
they haven't
Universal has
already.
already announced that they are phasing out paper park
Physical.
maps, and
Yeah,
and I really expect Walt Disney World to follow suit. And they're really great souvenirs to
yeah,
keep
yep,
because they're such a great reminder of all the shows. What the park looked like. The parks change over time, y'all,
yep,
and we have park maps from years ago. I have a Disneyland park map from the '70s. So,
yeah,
um, by all means, pick up those park maps because they're great free souvenirs and a
yeah.
record of what the park looked like, what it looks like over time. I also wanted now the Ahsoka merch. I posted about Ashley Eckstein's Ahsoka merch on Instagram today. I did want to show you this pin because I think it's really, really cute. It's really cool. This is part of the I Am No Jedi collection that Ashley Eckstein just put out. And there is that pin. It's Padme and
That's cool. I like that.
Ahsoka, and they are in a fighting stance. Padme has a blaster. Ahsoka has her lightsaber, and they're against the background of um, the Jedi logo there.
Yeah.
So but I love that it has Ahsoka and Padme on it because they were very close friends.
Yeah.
And Ahsoka risked
Ooh.
arrest to go to her funeral.
Yeah.
So
How many, Jonathan? How many more of the Disney 100 minifigs are you away from completing your set? But yeah, that's a great pin. I'm a big fan of that pin. I saw that. I think I saw that
yeah,
maybe on Shop Disney, and I was like, "Ooh, that's a
yeah,
good
it
one."
is. It is. I thought it was too. And
Yeah.
I
Hey,
I have
nice,
slowed
Jonathan.
down, buying pens. I've slowed down a good bit buying pens because
They're so
because the
expensive.
prices are going up and I'm
Yeah.
pacing myself a lot
Yeah.
more with pens. But that one again was from Ashley's collection.
Yeah.
And I did put prices too
Yeah.
on Instagram if you want to check that out for everything that I bought. This pen was $17.99.
Hmm.
$20 basically for a pen, y'all. Now, with my annual pass holder discount, I do get some off with my annual pass holder discount, but the price tag says $17.99. That's a lot of
Okay.
money for a
Yeah.
pen. So I have, slowed down a little bit
Yeah.
on that. And I think that's, about all
Nice.
I have. But we have, thank you to all of our new subscribers, y'all. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We picked up a lot of new subscribers on this last trip, and hope to be going back. William and I are in kind of planning stages for possibly, I mean, we're always, Lord willing, going to go back
Scheming.
to Disney,
Yeah.
but we're scheming. We're in scheming stages right now. So yeah. But again, thanks to all of our new subscribers,
Yeah.
especially, our channel members. Gosh, we y'all are so sweet. We appreciate y'all
Oh
so
yeah.
much.
Yeah. Big shout out.
For being Mike Wheeler, Tina McNeil, Mike 88 NYC, Texas
Hmm.
Takes, and Brian. So we thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
It just means a lot to us that y'all are dear friends, and we appreciate you
Yeah.
so much. And now, two guys just coming up here, just a big trip. Jeff and I have a big trip coming up. Yes,
Thanks, Stacy.
we are going not to Disney World. It's not a
Yeah.
Disney World trip. It will be later.
Gasp.
We are going.
Audible
Pardon?
gasp. That's an audible
Audible.
gasp.
um, we
You
are going
vacation
to
other places other than Disney World?
There are other
Who'd
places
have
in the
thunk it?
world. They're actually.
And it's funny because Jillian's like, I'd love to go overseas on a trip sometime. I was like, we've been to Epcot last year.
Yeah, all right. We've been
We
around the
traveled
world.
all the way around the World Showcase.
We've been in almost every major country. What are you talking about? Yeah, which is really what makes Epcot unique, y'all.
Yeah,
It really is. And I mean, we went. What else do you want? We've been to Tomorrowland. We've been to Frontierland. We've been to, we've saved the galaxy. You
yeah,
know, we.
that's funny.
What more can you want?
Yeah,
But yeah, we are going to Friday. Jeff and I are going to Cancun, Mexico. We're looking forward to it.
neat.
It's kind of a special trip. We're going with his brother and sister-in-law. It's going to be just a ton of fun,
Yeah,
and we're looking forward to it. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do down there. I should be able to live stream. We
mm,
shall see. I should be able to live stream. I've checked into it, with my phone carrier, and should be able to. If not, I will
yeah,
vlog. But we are looking forward to that. We're going to be there for about a week, and it's just going to be a ton of fun. It's been a while since Jeff and I were in Mexico. We love Cozumel and
yeah,
Cancun both, and so it's just going to be fun. I plan, I could just start the live stream and set the gimbal down on beside me on the beach and just sit and you know just sit there.
yeah,
It's just that's but hopefully maybe maybe some early morning or afternoon sunrise or sunset beach walks, something like that. Something like that. So I'm hoping that I get to do. I think I will be able to do some. So Mexico, we are dragging out the passports, y'all, and not going
no
to Walt
sand in the
Disney
gun.
World.
Yeah,
So join us. Look forward
yeah,
to putting up some
yeah.
kind of
Thanks,
content
Mikey.
on that trip.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's going to be
yeah.
fun.
Good point.
Um,
Mikey says, "Be careful. Cell coverage may be included, but data may not be." So he said, "Be
yes,
cautious, careful about
we
that."
have, according to our phone company, the plan that we have covers Canada, the US, and Mexico. So, yeah, but that's, yeah, absolutely. It's always good to check, guys, when you're going to be, outside the continental United States, so that you don't get, a ridiculous cell bill from some strange unknown cell company. So yeah, absolutely. But I did check into it. Always check into it when we're going to be outside the continental United States. Um, but yeah, we're looking forward to that, and we're you know again, William and I are always we're always in plotting stages for a trip to Disney. Y'all know that. So, so check
Monocle
out
Monocle
you
ad.
know
Well,
um,
Tex Richmond from the Muppets movie, not Muppets Most Wanted, but the one before that, is whatever he says, monocle laugh. For whatever reason, that's always cracked me up.
yeah,
So just it's like, man, did he like read that? Like, whose idea was that to like did
right.
he just read it?
Yeah.
Like, did the actor just
Or
read it? And
what
they're like,
happened?
all right, we're going with that. It's like he doesn't know how to laugh.
What happened?
Yeah.
Exactly. Um, yeah, yeah, Stacy, yeah, y'all are probably gonna need to,
Mm. Oh,
hang around the
Tina
house for a
says,
little while.
here we go. Tina says, did you see the storms that hit California is being hit with has put Disneyland under a state of emergency? Oh no,
No,
had
Tina,
not seen that.
when did that happen?
So
I
Russ
have not
says you
seen
need,
that.
and here, pivot here. Russ says you need to come back for your plates on my table. And
I
Mike
do.
says, now I hold
I
those
do.
Star Cruiser cards for ransom. Cue maniacal laugh. Wow.
Okay, you got me. You got me, Mike. Mike and Russ, y'all both have me there because y'all know I want those cards. William wants the cards, and
I do.
I want my Star Wars
Yeah.
table setting.
Yeah.
So,
And, and that's,
we're
I
gonna,
just wanted something from the Star Cruiser. I
oh yeah,
didn't ever get to do it, but I feel like it's one of those, pieces of, what'll be, kind of pieces of Disney history. Assuming they don't eventually, do the Galactic Star Cruiser under new management at some point.
or
Who knows?
something like that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
still want them
oh
to
my
blow the whole
goodness.
thing out and do a Mandalorian ride, but that's me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They'll have to do something with it. I mean, it's major wasted space.
Yeah.
Maybe just like William said, reimagine it somehow.
Yeah.
Do better. Do better. Do something better
Yeah.
with the space. Channel
Yeah.
your old Disney magic and Imagineering and give us something great.
Yeah.
California, I will have to look that up. I did not know that.
I didn't know that
I've
either.
been
But yeah, prayers
again,
for those being affected by those storms.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, Supposedly they're doing some kind of construction on the Star Cruiser. I wonder
And speaking of
what.
that, I saw that Anthony Daniels had done, C3PO actor had done some filming for the Star Cruiser prior
Ah,
to them shutting it down. So, there may have been, a planned later iteration of, the Star
right.
Cruiser, maybe changing up the content a little bit before they pulled the plug on
Ah,
it. So, maybe they were going to incorporate R2 and C3PO somehow. But
ah.
yeah, I saw that headline float around.
It's yeah, that's interesting. It's possible. So always, always moving, always on the move, and so we have a lot to look forward to with Epic Universe. We also know that Disney, has said blue sky,
Yeah.
but Disney has said that they're going to invest what six million into
Yeah,
the
some
parks.
crazy number.
Some,
You know, Josh
that may
Tomorrow's said that they're going to bring it. So let's see him bring it.
there you go. There you
Oh,
go. Look forward to it.
Tina,
Hit
yeah,
it
it'd be
out of the
nice if
park.
Disney did something with the space in Tomorrowland where Stitch's Great Escape was. Yes, I agree.
I agree 100%, Tina. Yeah, they do need to do something with that space. I love that they have kind of, shown Tomorrowland some love with Tron, and I really enjoy. We've got Buzz Lightyear's Ranger Spin. There's several, and then of course you have then the classics. You've got the People Mover and Carousel of Progress. But yeah, they need to get something in that space for
Yeah.
sure. I think and the laugh floor. Let's not. Oh my gosh, y'all! I love the laugh floor. So, yeah, I would love to see them do something in that space. I loved. Now, I enjoyed y'all. I can see why they took Alien out. I can see why, because it was scary. I'll just
Yeah.
I remember being fairly alarmed with Alien.
Yeah.
And then Stitch's Great Escape kind of, it was unnerving
I can
as
still smell
well.
the chili dogs to this day.
Exactly.
The chili dog burp.
So, but I love both of those. So,
Mhm.
uh, let's see. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what. I agree, Tina. They need to do something uh, with that. That's
Yeah.
that's prime real estate there that doesn't have anything in it. So, uh,
For us. Oh my. Uh, but yeah, so if you haven't already, check out the liveplace.com and Dean's YouTube channel, Dreamers Empire and the Live Place. Liveplace.com is basically a TV guide listing for family friendly live streams. Check out TubeBuddy and Stickermule if you haven't already. Check our links below if you're interested.
yeah.
TubeBuddy would both get a free month, and Stickermule would both get a $10 credit for a future order. So check those out if you haven't already. We go live
It's a
every Tuesday
win-win.
night, 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. So join us live or watch on the replay. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to reach out to us, send us an email at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com, or send us a direct message on Instagram. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live. Let's see here. Thanks to everybody for being here. Big shout out to Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members. DJ Night 2024, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, Mandy Adams, Francisco, Katie Mack wishing on the stars, Pam's Fam 74, T McNeil, What in the World with Russ, Jillian Bone, Mike Wheeler, Joseph Dion, ATJH Travels, Flo Beck. Big shout out to Flo for the 2 super chats, the super
Don't
stickers.
don't
Thank you so much. That
encourage
was
me,
very sweet
Tina.
of you, Flo. We really appreciate your support, Flo. Uh, uh, Thank you again for that. Uh, Shout out to the troll that got banned, Michael, banned and blocked. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the view there, Michael. Najuma Brown, Randy Sandhoffner, newer name to the chat. Thanks for being here, Randy. Jonathan Chung, Hatbox Ghost, Disney Nerd Herder, Sabrina ASL, newer name to the chat. Thanks for being here, Sabrina.
Mhm.
Wonderful World of Walter's dad, Mark, Debbie Burnfield, Jane Ann Travels, Stacy Rogers, Dean the Turkey Lexter, Buddy R, a newer name to the chat. Thanks for being here, Buddy. And Lena Quintero, thank you for being here. We appreciate the support. Had a lot of fun talking Disney and Universal tonight. Lots of fun stuff to look forward to. Hope you and Dad have safe travels on your trip, Mom. Have a great
Looking
time.
forward to it.
Enjoy the beach.
Oh yeah,
Have fun.
we plan on it.
Uh,
Plan on getting to I'm hoping Dad will do some diving. I'm
yeah,
going to snorkel.
yeah. There
So,
you go.
yeah.
Have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Debbie says, "What's a porg?" So here's a giant porg. Who's not edible.
Right.
contrary
Right.
to contrary to the propaganda that gets spread in our chat.
Yeah.
Here's
Debbie,
a
the
little
the
porg.
porks are birds.
Yeah, Star
In
Wars bird. They're much
which
smaller.
one?
I got to find my
Yeah, they're
shoulder pal
smaller.
Porg is over there. I can't actually get to it, but
Yeah,
have a good night, Mikey. Thanks for
it's
being
Star
here.
Wars. Yeah,
Thanks for the cards too, by the way, Mike. I'll have to get back with you on that. Thank you for
yeah,
acquiring acquiring the bounty for me on those Galactic Star Cruiser Sabacc cards.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
only not edible because you haven't cooked it yet. See, porgs. No porgs were harmed in the making of tonight's live stream. um,
Yes, there's
let's
a disclaimer,
see.
folks.
Yeah, little bird characters from Star Wars. There we
Yeah,
go. All right, don't kill.
yeah,
All right, roasted corn is delicious. All right, thanks everybody for being here. We appreciate you.
yeah.
Appreciate you hanging in there too, as it's 12:40 on the East Coast. So, uh, thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your support. Lots of fun stuff to look forward to in the parks. Anything else you want to add, Mom?
I think that's it, y'all. We
Yeah,
appreciate you, so much. It's so much fun,
yeah,
especially if you're on Walt Disney World time for sticking with us and
yeah,
hanging out with us. We really do look forward to Tuesday nights. And if you have any comments or questions or whatever, put
yeah,
them in the comment section below. Thanks so much,
yeah,
Lisa, Keith, and Joey. It's Joey's World,
yeah.
always our captains, captains
Team
of our
replay.
team replay. We love you guys and appreciate you, so much for always commenting and
Yeah.
being on team replay for
Yeah,
us.
leave a
So,
comment. Everybody
um,
else, if you watch this video, make it this deep into the video, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're excited about. Whether it's
yeah,
Disney, Universal, just let us know what you're excited about coming to the parks.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So good to see everybody tonight.
Yeah.
And at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry
Hurry back.
back.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much. We appreciate y'all. Good night and have a great, great week. I'll see you in Mexico.